Oh God, I just love a good horn line. Hello, chat. Good evening. Welcome to Monday. No, Sean. I know he's just having absolute like the worst ever trouble with the internet and his ISP and all that shit. So hopefully by tomorrow he'll have internet. Hopefully by tomorrow internet will be on, up and running, and everything will be good. Everything good and happy in the world. How are you, CR? Who's here? We got Chantal. Hi, Chantal. No book club. I'm kidding. Hello, Leone. Hello, Leone. How's it? Who else do we have here? We got Ghost Stomper. Ghost Stomper was first. Yes, he was. Yes, he was first. What do you mean time? 5 minutes. 5 minutes intro. Come on. It's about the enjoyment of the world. Also, I had a little tiny audio issues, like my new AirPods just weren't connecting with my Rodecaster. If audio issues, if I have to deal with audio issues at work and then I have to deal with audio issues when I come home, it's just not fun. But who else is here? We've got 144 in the house. Good evening, sir. How are ye? Debbie Moray, did you guys do the IQ test? That was funny. That was really funny. Where are the mods at? Why? What's happening? Just scanning through. Did I miss anyone? Matthew Dixon. I'm just here to give the Biden counters. Brah. Listen, I need to reset that. Speaking of, wait, one thing at a time. I can't multitask. I've got I highly just fuck up my day. So let's do this. Let's do this one thing at a time. Okay, just put some background audio on. Blah blah blah. Where the fuck is this? There we go. I should actually make it a shortcut. Can't believe I haven't. Go. Yes. Done. Sweet. That. There we go. Arbat's in the house as well. Hi, Arbat. How are you? Yeah. And now cuck weather in KZ interview. Dude, I saw actually some quite interesting. I saw hectic weather forecast coming. Apparently, like emergency vibes for KZN. Apparently, there's going to be massive storms, maybe some flooding. So y'all better batten up the hatches, hey? Get some sandbags and shit. Is Darth Sean with MTN? Did Iran steal his data? No. So it's just been having. I think in his area, because he's like, KZN. The area there's in. Sometimes his just Vodacom network has been shitty. It's been shitty like the last 3 times. Like I think on Saturday we tried. On Thursday night it was just bugged out heavily. Halfway through the thing, like me and Lucky just kept dipping out and coming back in. So I was just like, listen, just wait for your fiber to come, which happened today, and it's just a complete shit show. Dan, how's it, Dan? Welcome. Kevin, evening. Renee, how's it, Renee? How are you? I have brains. Wait, I have a brain of a banana and rice. No, not. There's only specific people that have brains like banana and rice. It's Ilhan Omar. Yeah, fucking that retard. Yeah, so I mean, like, we're just gonna have a chilled evening. I'm just gonna literally chat to you guys, have a conversation. I didn't really prepare anything. It was a busy day at work. I'm friends with Mensa members. They keep telling Sean and I to do a test, to do the IQ test. But remember, Chantal, you're not allowed to do that because it's racist. To point that out, you can't do an IQ test because it's racist. It's very racist that IQ is a racist thing. How dare you? How dare you even think about having that test done? How dare there be differences in people, women and men, and different races and stuff? How dare Chinese people be good at math? I'm having big fights with Vodacom. What about the scaly crook? Dude, I have a massive issue with Vodacom. One of my issues is this whole concept of that your data expires after 30 days. I mean, it's just like, in what world is that? It's like, And I remember watching. I remember they had a similar to a parliamentary inquiry. I think a while back where they were asked questions, and I think it was it the CEO of Vodacom or one of their like the person who their publicist or their head of fucking talking to the public bullshit came out and made the most absolute retarded statement. He went that apparently, and again, I'm probably going to butcher this, but apparently Vodacom has to expire your data after 30 days because they hold that data for you, that connect that data. They've given you a gig. They've got to hold that gig there in the cloud. And obviously they can't keep a lot of gigs in the cloud, and therefore they have to expire it after a month.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
It's just come on, like get fucked, man. It's just all it is just a money-making thing, dude. I mean, listen, Matthew, 100% with you. I remember back when I met the missus, right? I met the missus, and she was au pairing for some people in Germany, right? So I was going to go visit a friend of mine, ex-girlfriend of mine in London. And we had been talking for months and months, and like now we're getting a crush on each other. I'm like, listen, maybe I should, swing by Germany and come hang out there. And eventually I'd looked at the flights, ended up being cheap. I was like, fuck, this is a bargain. Let's do that. Long story short, went and visited her. So like her host parents were absolutely awesome. So the dad, we were having a chat and he was explaining, I think it was him. He was telling me what the data costs are. Well, I was going like, shit difference. I kid you not. He had a plan. He had his what do you call it? Like a mobile phone plan was like something like I think it was something stupid like 30 euros a month, and he would get unlimited calls and unlimited data, and then as well as an extra perk over the weekends, he would get unlimited international calls. And you'd be like, I'm sorry, and here we are. To this day, I think Vodacom still charges like what 120 Rand a gig? I mean, are you guys on like what crack are you on? Well, probably a little bit less than that. But I mean, I was buying Darth Sean some data so that he can connect this community. He's using about 4 gigs per session, or like 2.5, 3 gigs per session, connecting, with his whole vibe camera and all that shit. Not even camera on, just watching everything. And yeah, 3 gigs, 169 Rand. 169 Rand for 3 gigs. What is that? Like what? 70 something? 60? My math is terrible. But I mean, like in the year 2025, 7 gigs for 99 Rand. See, I got that, but he's on like a prepaid thing. So I know on mine, I think I can get for 120 bucks, I can get 10 gig. But whatever thing he's on, or when someone else buys him data, it's a complete shit show. Also, Vodacom, I'm like a paid premium subscribe or whatever. I pay them. Like, I don't know, my subscription is something like 500 or something a month, 400 or something a month, right? And I get like, I'm one of those top-up plans, and I get money transferred into, because then I buy my own data. But when I have buying options, it's much different. I was just trying to buy him data with my airtime. Impossible, just because like, oh, sorry, you don't have any money. I'm going, bro, I've got like 700, 800 Rand in my Vodacom, like what do you call Vodacom airtime. Can't do anything with it. Herman, bye, thank you.
Atamanjru Zagri donated 140 South African Rand. Go help Darth Sean. Get him back online. We miss the old bugger. Bugger me.
Thank you, Herman. I really appreciate it, good sir. Much appreciated. Yeah, he's probably, well, we'll still see. He's busy trying to deal with them. They've installed everything is installed, but now obviously, and they took the whole fucking day. I kept every fucking half an hour I was there going, dude, is it on? Is it working yet? And then I think the whole evening he messaged me like, 6:45 is going like, he just can't. Somehow the route is not connecting. Something like the line with whoever the line holds the line has to transfer it over, some bullshit like that. I think Ghost Stomper, you probably know what he means. Get him an airtime, get him an Air Mobile prepaid. If he has an iPhone or a Galaxy, can do an eSIM. I mean, I hear you, but it's like, let's just wait one more day. Hello all. Yeah, no, data pricing is freaking this. Yeah, data pricing data pricing is a freaking scam. It is. It's absolutely, it's highway robbery. And I mean, this is a country where we have the poorest of the poor. Probably not as poor as Somalia, but it's pretty, O's are pretty poor here, right? To charge that amount of money for data, and especially for the low end users, like O's who just have prepaid, get absolutely wrecked. Awesome prepaid, 10 gigs for, yeah, that's go. Problem is smartphones use 10 times, 100%, dude. I've got the same thing. But when, I don't know what prepaid Darth Sean is on, but like when I try and buy data from him from my phone, when you go like buy for another user, it just goes cheapest option, 1 gig, 99 Rand, 3 gigs, 169. I'm going like, wait, hold on. When I go and do that myself, it's like I get 3 times more than that. It's absolutely horseshit because they don't want you to buy data for other people. Use your airtime. That just, and also apparently your airtime also, I think your airtime also like expires after like 2 months or some shit like that. Because I'll have like, I never phone. I'm connected to thing everywhere. Everybody I phone is either on WhatsApp or it's like a Telegram call or shit like that. We use Telegram, so that's our sort of work vibe. I almost never use it, but every time and again I look, I'm going, it probably should be like 3 grand now. It's always at the same amount because that expires too. Somehow they have to hold that in the cloud. Fuck off. You can transfer data onto mobile air. I could send him data. Dude, I've literally tried that. Ghost Stomper. I've got airtime and I can't buy him. All it goes like, you don't have enough money. You don't have enough airtime to make this transaction. I'm like, that's horseshit. Matthew says, I can buy 200 gigs for 400, but 99 Rand for 10 gig. 200 gigs for 400. Yeah, dude, I don't know. It's just, why scale it? Like, just make data free. You would literally, everybody would switch over to Vodacom. Everybody would switch over to Vodacom. Vodacom had to come tomorrow and go, listen, we're going to give you free data on the weekend. They would literally dominate the market. Well, again, that's what capitalism is, right? It's competition. And then MTN would go, oh, fuck, we need to get in there. Telkom would never because they're fucking government owned. Yeah, I don't know. He missed the rest of the message, Ghost Stomper. What? I didn't. No carrier. From Afios, it runs on NTN. Oh, okay. What message? This part, and you can transfer on it. I could send him data. I mean, the first part. Always have a plan B. I know. I have a little plan B. I remember I had like one of those, what do you call it? Like those LTE devices. Because I was having this issue with my connection and shit, but it seems to be fine. It honestly seems to be hundreds. I mean, I just checked now. I did a speed test to New York. First did a speed test locally. No issue. 2 millisecond ping. Not a problem. UK, not a problem. You do a thing to the USA. 0.62 megabits per second, but somehow stream is fine. So whatever that MTU thing did, changed it. So I don't know. I think it's a congestion thing, but luckily we're fine. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in the world. And then my AirPods not working. My new fucking AirPods getting all wet in Josie. I wish Cape Town would get nice and wet. Hadman, thank you, good sir. Sorry, this is the last super chat. The new diesel price is going to kill us. Plus, the new diesel price is going to kill us on the farms. Dude, I saw videos. It's absolutely mad, man. It's absolutely fucking crazy. 29 Rand for diesel now. Crazy. It's beyond crazy. I had something I wanted to chat about, which was, let me just pull it up quick. Saw this. I've just been, guys, one of those things where I've just been so out of the news the entire day. When you're stuck in a meeting, in a session, and like, I'm like, I begin to read an article and then I've got to like deal with clients and stuff. So I've just been, and then Sundays are sort of my blackout days where I try not to look into a lot of the politics and news and stuff. I'm just like, you need to take a break sometimes, or you just switch it off. Because it gets a lot, man. It gets so much. Sometimes you just go like, oh my God, just everything is cuck in the world, especially in this country. Nothing ever gets fixed. So, Hoppity, okay. May I ask, how in the world can you have unlimited data in your home, but not your mobile? I know. This is my thing. This is because you know what? Money. They want money. That's what it is. They want money. They could do that, but they don't want to because they're not. I mean, again, places across the world are doing that. I mean, the fact that you're paying zero. I remember back in the day when I used to have fights with my ISP, right? Where they would sort of, what is it? They would like what's the data equivalent of load shedding? Where like you would use too much and then like they'd start like going, oh well, you know, like certain things like all of a sudden my torrenting would just go down to like zero. And I'm going, what's going on? Oh, you've reached thing. I remember when ISPs used to brag about how much data people are using. Now it's like, bro, I go through shit I have no idea. I mean, the other day I was like, I downloaded a 120 gig game. And then as soon as it was finished, I was going, nah, I don't feel like playing this, and deleted it. And then downloaded another one. I think capping. Thank you, Matthew. Yeah, internet comes with your TV cables in the States. Yes, but I mean, everything is now gone digital, right? So, I don't even know if they have cable anymore. I mean, do they still have cable in America? Theft is fun. I mean, I didn't see it as stealing. I think it's like. You know, I see it as, well, listen, I think the guy that's making a copy of it technically is, but it's not stealing. You know? Imagine it would be similar to this. Like back in the day, we used to, you know, when they had tape cassettes, I would listen to Barney Simon and I would record like certain tracks that he'd play because he'd love to do like the vibe where he played shit no one has heard. And all the other option was like, you'd have to go to Green Market Square and like, because none of these bands, these hectic bands would be in Musica. So you'd have to go there and go there. What the fuck is this? Oh my God, here's the new CD of Rage Against the Machine. You know, stuff like that. Like I remember the first time I heard Rage Against the Machine, I was like, oh my God, this is the best stuff ever. Couldn't find it anywhere, nowhere. And the one guy, the dude who worked at school with me, his parents owned the Musica. And I was like, bro, can you get this? And like, no, they can't find it anywhere. And I remember going through to Green Market Square and getting it there, and it was absolutely phenomenal. Web Africa do shape, and I even block illegal streaming sites from working when I tested. I mean, I haven't experienced any of that. My stuff is, I mean, like absolutely. I mean, and also I do the thing where I go to the high seas and I get the high end things. I mean, I'm not talking like 90 gig for like, you know, the new movie. I'm going like, I want everything to be in 4K and good audio. So they usually those range about 20 to 30 gig per movie. I use those ones because it just looks like super kiff on my 4K TV. If you like the product, buy it. Support developers. Yeah, but I don't like the products. Goes Arbot. I don't like what Hollywood is producing, so I'm not going to go buy it. And also, there's an entire history in Green Market Square. Never heard of it. What? Are you retarded?
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
How do you not know of Green Market Square, Matthew? Matthew's young. This is like an old school thing, man. It was like a flea market in the middle of town. Come now. And there used to be all these little, like, you know, like, eventually I remember going there, was it like, I think the last time we were there was like 2009 or some shit. And all it was just one of those flea markets where it's just like, it's built for what do you call it, for tourists. It's just like, here's an African Idol doll, and just like, shit like that. But there used to be this kiff dude that used to sell CDs there, imported, like punk rock stuff. Shit you could never find. I mean, I remember some of the stuff was like, it was banned in South Africa. You just couldn't find it anywhere. Then eventually Musica, I think it was 1997, 1990, yeah, around about there. I remember you started being able to buy like Sepultura and like, you know, that shit at Musica, and it was awesome. But before that, you had to go to Cape Town, Green Market Square, HAM. It's 100%. It's not. I mean, it technically is, but again, I wouldn't say it is. It's like it would be like I consider it like when we used to have like the tape stuff, right, and like share it with people, because technically that's what it is. And the thing is, you don't get into trouble for downloading it. That's the problem. When it comes to torrents, it's pretty black and white, right? You don't get into trouble because you've downloaded. You get into trouble because while you're downloading it, you're sharing it with other people, and that's what they nail you on. Yeah, and I couldn't give a shit. I'm a pirate. In 1997, I was 1 year old. Yeah, see, there we go. I'm a bully, bro. I had 11 years of... Dang, I have 11 years on you, Matthew. Also, HM, shot, homie. Nice to see you, my good sir. I want to sell a crate of CDs and games today. Cash Crusaders doesn't take it anymore. Yeah, dude, I don't think they would. Oh, you know what dude, guys, if you can find it, I am desperately trying to find. I just can't find it anywhere. I've looked all over the internet. I can't find it. I don't think I can't find it anywhere. There was Vingerstock. I think it was Vingerstock 2 or Vingerstock 3. I can't remember one of the two. Either way, I'll buy. I'm trying to find the CD from. They had the CD compilation track, like a CD with everybody that played at the festival. All these bands, like indie bands that were on there, Honeymoon Suites, like a shit ton of them. And I've been trying to track down this CD from back in the day, and there's so many South African artists I remember listening to, and I just can't find their stuff anymore. I remember there was this one band called Boomslang, which was absolutely epic. But like the stuff that they have online, they're online now, but it's none of the old stuff. So I don't know if they don't have that shit anymore, or I can't spell that. What? We used to buy imported metal CDs and tapes in Brooklyn and Hatfield, Pretoria. Yeah, dude, we eventually convinced the people at Musica to try and get us these stuff. And I mean, and they started getting all that shit, which was really cool. But I mean, the first time I heard Rage Against the Machine, I was in standard 5 or standard 6, and I was just going, what? And it changed my life forever. And then Korn right afterwards, and I went from Rage. I was just like, this is beautiful. Damn it, this is amazing. What's the name? Oh, it's called Vingerdstok. Like in Afrikaans, like vineyard branch. Vingerdstok. I can't find it anywhere. I've checked my ass off. Vingerdstok 1 and Vingerdstok 2. I still own my Look and Listen t-shirt in my cupboard. What? Look and Listen? The blue one that had the barcode on it. What's Look and... Oh, Look and Listen was the music shop. I've never been into a Look and Listen in my entire life. But I remember that, like, it's just quite funny because you mentioned that. I remember when that happened, when all of a sudden the one day Musica was a thing, and then they'd had the thing where you could put the earphones on and then listen to stuff, and it would annoy people, like the people who worked there, until they did the thing where, I think it was the one in the Canal Walk or somewhere, where you could walk to the Musica, and they had the thing with all, like, I don't know how it worked. I can't remember. It was insane. I still have my original Nirvana Nevermind with the uncensored cover. No shit, dude. That's amazing. Vingerdstok. No, with a yes, but with a V, like Vingert V for vinegar. I can't find it. There was Vingerdstok 1 and Vingerdstok 2. I remember I was how old was I? God, I was very young when I went. My first festival I ever went to was Vingerdstok. I think Vingerdstok 2. Very careful. Yeah, it's a trip out, and I had a Trippy. Yeah, I think the guys that made Vingerdstok was Trippy Grape. Look and Listen was an import store. Oh, okay. Were they in competition with Musica back in the day? Dude, no, it's like, I just wish I could find it. There were so many great bands. I wish I could remember. I remember there was like 3 stages. I remember the wind blew so hectic the one night. When Noodles were playing, the wind was so hectic. Luckily, I brought like these weird goggles with, and I had these goggles on, and everybody else just standing there, like just dancing in the wind, couldn't see jack shit. Very careful. Yeah, Trippy Grape Records, bro. I remember that. Vingert is with a W. Yeah, but like, no, man. Why do I remember it being with a Festival. Let me just quickly find there was. Oh, it is with a W. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. My bag. You guys are right. Oh, listen. Why do you guys even listen to me? I'm dyslexic. Don't trust me when it comes to spelling. Spelling is my kryptonite. Fuck's sake. I found Vingerstock Rock. Yes, that's the one, but I just can't find the physical CD of it anywhere. Let's see. Yeah, somebody posted. Oh, heck. Oh, wow. There's a whole Facebook page with the shit on. I think this is the first one. That was Vingerstock Rockfeest. That was the first one. There was Vingerstock Twee. Yes. I'm speaking of Vingerstock Twee, which was in 1996 or 1997. Biden moments. No, that doesn't count, good sir. Here we go. Chantal. Let's see. Yes, that's the first one. Vingerstock 1. Springback. Oh my god, this is. Oh, let me just share this quickly. This was actually pretty kick-ass. I think there should be a second version of this. Let's have a look at this quick. Bigger. Songs Eddie Boss. 1996, yes. I think this was Vingerstock 1, and then there was a second, there was Vingerstock 2, where they had Valiant Swart, Drain, Billy Goat, Springbok Noodles, Kooskom Base, and die Warm Blankes. What a fucking rad name for your band. Wait, that's missed the thing. Fuck, this is something I thought like AJM would be able to help me with. Beethoven, White Trash, good lord, I remember them, The Lead, Brolox and Bittergal, Valiant and Swart, Billy Goat, White Trash, Lead Arc, Springwood Noodles, Drain, Kooskom Base. I think there was another, yeah, there's definitely like the second one had better tracks on. Vingerstock, I think it's Vingerstock 2. Let's see if they have that. This is the one. Oh, hello. Darth Sean.
Oh my god. What a
How's
day.
your internet? God,
I just want to give a
pause this for
shout
second.
out. I just want to give a shout out to a guy called Sibo Cecil from Access.
Cecil. What?
Sibo Cecil. Oh,
I'm not sure.
probably
It sounds like you're
butchering
not
his
saying
name.
it right. Yes, I think
I'm
you
probably
are.
butchering the name. Sibo Cecil.
Yeah.
Sibo Cecil. He has been on the phone with me for he phoned me. I gave up. I gave up ages ago, not thinking that anything's going to happen. This guy phoned me and he's like, listen, let's quickly go through this. And he sorted me out. So I just want to give a shout out to that dude. He is epic. Fucking did all the little things that he needed to do, got it done. Shit.
I love your little leather chair, bro.
Yeah, hold on. I'm just trying to, sorry, it was such a rush now because I didn't
No,
think it was
no,
going to
no.
happen. So I'm still sorting shit out.
Getting your the frame.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I didn't think it was going to happen tonight. I did not think it was going to happen.
No, dude. I was also, when I saw your mail, I was like, I literally just woke up.
Yeah.
I was like, I came home. I've been feeling a bit cuck for the last week.
Is it?
And no, I just don't know. I woke up on Saturday. I woke up Friday morning. Like we did the stream on Thursday night. And I woke up and I had it felt like I had almost a sty in my eye.
Yeah.
I was just feeling down. I was feeling cuck. And then I was just like, fuck it. Stayed at home. I was kind of in bed, mailing. And then, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I've kind of been feeling cuck.
And
then when I saw your thing, I was going like, oh, fuck it. I just, And I literally started the first half.
I mean, I was on the phone with Access for probably an hour and a half, the first round. And the guy said, look, he can't find the problem. He thinks it's maybe to do with the people that are put in the line. So I was like, okay, cool, it's fine, 100%. I'm just going to have to wait. And then I left it, and literally 7:05 around there, my phone rings. And I'm like, well, and I pick up the phone, and it's this guy. And he's like, listen, let's quickly. And it's like a complete. I've never dealt with him before, and he just sorted me out instantly. So I just want to go, Sibo.
There we go. Is that a beer there? What are you doing? Oh,
it's a beer.
Yes, it's like what 144 says here, bro. You're all grown up. Eh? You got
Oh my God.
You've got data and a chair.
A data in a chair. I've upgraded. Yeah.
Arbot. Darth and hot death. Fuck off. That's cock funny. That looks awesome. Thank you, Ghost Stomp. I saw it now. Sorry, we were just like, I don't know how we got here, but I was talking about Vingerstock. I remember it's like the first festival I went to, and I couldn't find the album, and we've actually tracked it down. Bro, this is old school. I mean, check this out. This is the I remember this is the show I went to. Was it it was released in 1998. It was the show was in 1997. Honeymoon Suites, Calamity Jane, Government Car. Good Lord, they were awesome. Dorp was amazing. 508, Los Della Funk, Dennis Brothers, Rastami, Sunfish, Raskop Leef. Good Lord, they were actually awesome. I knew them. They were from Worcester. Calamity Jane, Dennis Brothers, Government Car, Sunfish, Raskop Leef. Is this all? This seems like, is that a double CD? Is that all there was on this track list? It's not longer. Felt like there were better tracks on here. Anyway, interesting. I like the setup. It looks cool. Like a nice leather chair.
Yeah, I wanted to do the proper intro with the red light, but I figured, fuck it, might as well just start now.
Yeah, might as well just join. Are you happy with the distance?
Yeah, I mean, I still have to tweak it a bit. Like, it was such a rush. Like, the guy like the thing sorted. I was like, dude, thank you so much. My brother's gonna be so happy. And I just quickly moved
Chat's gonna
shit.
Be happy.
Yeah, the chat's gonna be happy. I just moved everything quickly, and I mean, yeah, I'll tweak it a bit for Thursday, but at least everything's up and running. Like at one point,
no, you're high def, baby.
He tested it directly from the fiber point box into like the laptop to see if, because then he narrowed it down whether it's the router or not.
And was it the router?
No, we don't know. It was like a setting. He did something. Like, dude, he's like a magician. Like, honestly, Access, give him a fucking raise. Seriously, give him a massive raise. This
show isn't sponsored by Access. It probably should be, but Access, instead of sponsoring us, give this guy some more money. Good service. Damn it.
Give him more. Fuck, he deserves a raise. I'm so happy. That dude is a lifesaver. So yeah, but I'll tweak it a bit, and on the atmosphere, everything like that. So
I just love this. Vingerstock, rock to here, squeeze my tross.
Squeeze my tross.
I just love how we used to get away with caca back in the day. Oh my god, this is so awesome. I wish I'm trying. I can't remember any of these songs. I'm really trying to. I wish I could find like an old CD of them or something. But I'm wondering if I should order this. What do they have? Do they have anything in stock? They have 7 in stock. Sold last sold never. It's never been sold. No one apparently cares. I wonder if Dorp is still on. I wonder if Dorp is on like Spotify. Sorry, I just want to see. I remember Dorp used to be pretty awesome. Spotify. Let me just see. I just want to see if they're there. Do you still remember Battery 9? Dude, I love Battery 9. Now, if you like Battery 9, Raskop Leef was somewhere similar. It was like also in this very industrial sort of vibe. Very, very, very interesting band. Fucking interesting band. Let's see. Dorp artist. Okay, let's see if they're... And like, see, this is the thing that I hate about this. They've got like 2 songs, 2 albums on here, like 2 singles on here. That's annoying. Fuck my life. Sean's desk is a couple of moving boxes, though.
Actually, no. It's...
You have like a...
So I've got a proper wooden desk. It's in front of me. But like,
are you using your camera?
No, my phone's here. So that's just...
What are you using?
The laptop
is that just
camera.
No way.
It's
crisp as a mother.
I thought the light is just so much... I did nothing.
But how did you get it so... It's really... Honestly, it's crisp. Let me see.
I don't know.
I mean, a little pixely, but like it's not bad. It's really not bad. It looks great. Fuck me.
Yeah.
From nothing tech. I remember Pestro. Dude, I actually still know the guys from Pestroy. Well, I don't know them. We were like the Hogs were friends with the guys from Pestroy, and I know that the guys from Pestroy also started a studio, and we're kind of in competition with each other. But they're very awesome dudes, man. I remember Pesto, Not My Dog. From that thing, dude, Not My Dog is awesome. I love Not My Dog, but the Narrow what? But Han from Not My Dog still plays in the Narrow from Not My Dog. Yes, Not My Dog was awesome. Fuck, Not My Dog was rad, bro. The Narrow is. I mean, it's like. No, it's like it's. I remember the last time I saw them live was. I can't remember. But I remember Not My Dog. Not My Dog was absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, it's all. Chantal, it all comes down to good lighting. That's actually going to get Darth Sean a color light for behind him.
Yeah.
And then it'll give that sort of vibe. I mean, my light is pretty rad. I mean, I got that thing with the mesh vibe. So it's like you have no idea how fucking epic it is. The best thing you can do if you ever want to start like a podcast or something is lighting. Lighting is like it's 80% of it. Obviously, don't be a dumbass like I am and then reset your update your roadcaster before you do a live stream. That's fucking stupid.
But you scored on your light though, didn't you?
Dude, I got like this. Well, I mean, again, I kind of a makeshift. This isn't like this is sort of just a. I can't even remember what light I have. Oh, it's my Gordox light. So the wife bought me a Gordox light, which is sort of like a panel light, kind of like this one, right? She bought me one like that, and I wanted to get like one of those honeycomb things. I got that honeycomb with the what do you call it? With the I can't remember the word of this. But yeah, I went to Cashco just for the honeycomb and the what do you call it? The light box. Sorry, that's what it's called. The light box and the honeycomb thing in the stand. Yeah. I rocked up at Cash Crusaders and I remember seeing this on Gordox's vibe. It was like 2.5. Went to Cash Crusaders and they had one standing there, and I don't think they realized what the price was. And they were selling it for like $600, and I was like,
"Oh wow, yeah."
Like, babe, I'm buying this. I'm getting it right fucking now. Like, we're getting it. The guy's like, "Well, you're fucking eager." And I'm like, "Yeah." As I paid, I'm like, "Bro, you guys have no idea what this costs, right?" It's like, "Yeah, it's like $1,000." I'm like, "No." I showed him. I'm like, "This is like," and I saw 2,900. I was like, "Bro, thanks. Score for me." And he's like, kind of looked at me, going like, "I've paid already, mother." I just love that. It was awesome. Draatman. How's it, Draatman? Hoppity says, yeah, but the light from the light plus the light wall gives a distorted effect. It could, yeah. You need. I mean, I've got a plain white wall behind me, but because it's got distance, and because I've got a nice camera, it kind of does the thing where it slightly blurs it a little bit, right? But what I can do is I can buy a better lens for it, and I'm just like.
I can tell you something. What my OCD is having an overdrive in at the moment.
What is it? Is it the shadow?
No, it's that my head's not in the center of that line because I was in such a rush. Why did you shift it? Well, no, I'm just saying because I'm going to have to like shift everything. And
just shift your chair. No, just shift your chair.
Such a rush today. I don't give a shit.
No, don't worry about it.
Yeah, but you say don't worry about my brain's going.
Yeah, I can't. Like no, when there's an issue with me, I can't stop thinking about said issue. It just drives me absolutely insane. Wait, let's fix something.
We'll see how long I can last.
Just move the chair. Do it now before it irritates you into oblivion.
I just want to see how long I can last.
Yeah, so I don't know if you weren't here. I was telling you like I ordered like the gas thing for my chair. Waited a week and a half, then I got a mail from Takealot going, "Oh, sorry, they don't have this anymore." And I'm like, "Okay, fine." Now I've got to get a new one. So now I've got to re-wait, and I've ordered one. I ordered one this afternoon. Can't wait for my chair to fix. And now I'm really pissed off because the wife bought me new AirPods for my birthday, and they worked on Saturday, and today they're just not connecting. They're connecting, but I can't hear anything. I'm so annoyed. Everything just gets you. It's just too much. Hold on, let's fix this counter quickly. Otherwise, just
so
how is it on 9?
Whistler's going to join us.
Okay. Why?
He's going to
I
celebrate
said-
the fact that I got the fiber working.
Oh, okay, that's awesome. Did he help you?
No, I've just been talking to him like the whole time, and he's like, "Listen,
Oh.
yeah, we must have a whiskey." I was like, "Yeah, we should. If I get it running by Monday on the stream, we must just have like a whiskey." Unfortunately, I'm gonna have beer because I don't want to get up and go get the whiskey. But he can have his whiskey. I'll have the beer. You know, having
Yeah.
a drink.
Nice. Yeah, no, he is always welcome. Major Tom to ground control. How are you, sir? In my day, we only had late final and Route 66. What? In my day, we only had what's late final? What the fuck is late final? Late final? Do I know what that is? Late final. What is late final?
So what have you been chatting about tonight?
Nothing. I've just been
Nothing?
chatting.
Oh,
No, nothing. Absolutely fuck all. I've been chatting
Oh,
to the chat. We went. That's how we got onto Vingerstock for some reason. I was sharing things about history in the past and stuff. Oh, but your thing does look cool. We just need to get you a nice colored light. But you know what you could also do?
What?
If you get like what's that? You know, like my curtains, it's got that cable.
Yeah.
You could basically just put 2 holes and put a cable in, and then just like do the corner, and then or you could just like you can just hang like a drape, like dark drapes behind you. That will also look very, very cool.
No. Why the fuck
Okay.
I want to do that?
You don't have to do that. I'm
Like
just
a
saying,
weird
you could.
little. I was thinking I get like a nice picture to put up here, and that
But you
side
can-
just
but-
something like kick ass.
Yeah, this is why I'm saying that it would look like
Like
this.
maybe something like here that says this is actually the Darth Sean show.
You can. You should definitely do that.
Well,
Yeah, the Darth Sean show. But if
Yeah.
you could do something like this, where you can. Let me just see quickly. Wait, let's find. I just want to find one. You could make it look like
It's
this.
annoying me, I can't do it anymore. I've
There we go.
tried.
I told you. Just
There we go. Oh, that's better. Oh my god, that's so much better. Better than sex.
see what you can do is you can do this with your background, right? You can do like a sort of if you put like a curtain vibe up, you'll have this kind of feel to it, which could look quite nice, but because it's just saying like that kind of vibe.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I know what you mean, but I'm just thinking I would rather have like something kick ass. I was thinking like a nice like Darth, like a Darth Revan poster,
Yeah.
you know. But like obviously in a frame, and then maybe something on the left. You're like, you know, Darth
Yeah.
lives.
Well, what
or-
you can do is I'll order you one of these. I've got this.
Yeah, something like that, just to add some like light effect to the back. Yeah, 100%.
Apparently, it's called its full light.
Okay.
Oh, fuck's sake, stupid chair.
So when are you getting your little thingy for the chair?
I literally just said we literally just had that conversation. I ordered it today,
Was I
so I'm getting it
present?
in like what?
Was I present?
Yeah.
I'm
Wow.
paying
I'll just go
attention.
fuck myself. I'll just
Yeah,
go
you
fuck
should,
myself
yeah.
then.
Fuck.
Yes, it is the Joe Rogan show, CR. I'm just saying he's got that nice curtain thing behind him, which could look quite cool. What was I did want to talk about this. I did have something. So apparently I couldn't really read it because Darth Sean show, do we exist? Only when Super CISO is available.
Actually, I told him about the show, right? While I was on the phone.
I told him
with
to
him,
go
and
watch.
he pulls it up and he's like, "Is it the guy with the grey beard?" I was like, "Yeah, that's the dude. I'm gonna join him now." So he's
probably
probably
watching,
gonna
so-
watch us. Yeah.
Bro, thank you so much. You really
Yeah.
rock. Thank you.
Yeah.
Access, give him a raise for the love of God. Send
Yeah,
this to your
Access,
boss.
Give
Bro,
him
you
a
guys are
raise.
douchebags. I also want to thank the one girl. There was one person 5 times. So if I had issues with my connectivity, right? We've had weeks of this being a complete fuck up, right? Back and forth with Web Africa, like back and forth, just like two. It's just like I want to. The one day I became so fucking rude to this chick, and she was just being a complete, right? She was being a complete and utter Like just like I've never wanted to, I was going like, I wish we were living in Iran so that I could beat you. No, I'm not saying that. I would never do that, but I'm saying I was thinking about it, right? Not that I was going to do it, but just completely annoying me. I'm going like, I keep explaining the issue to her. I'm going like, hi, I'm having problems only at this specific time between 7 and 9 o'clock, and it's only to America. And they go, okay, well, is it happening right now? And I'm like, no, it's 1 o'clock in the day. I'm at work. It's not. Can you do it from, well, phone us when you're at home and then when it's happening. I'm like, it only happens at night. And then when I reach out at 7 o'clock when it's happening, you guys aren't online because your like your hours are from, you know, from 8 in the morning till 8 at night. And then when I message you, nothing happens. You take almost like 14 hours to respond.
Yeah.
So what am I supposed to do? Okay, like, well, no, nothing. You have to let us know when it's happening. At the time it's happening. I'm like, what do you mean? What if this issue only happens at 12 o'clock at night? How do I reach you? Oh, well, then we can't fix it. I'm like, oh, and then like, you know, thanks so much for the session. Please do end chat. I'm just going like, no, I'm not going to end the chat. And I just kept typing cuck to her the whole time. And I wasted her day for like 4 hours because I was being a prat because I was so fucked off. Extra cancelled, I know. Extra cancelled right there.
You are fucking, you bloody bastard bitch, you.
That's how I felt. That's how I felt.
Then
I got over it.
I do. Unfortunately, the flooring is tiles, so it's currently still very empty. So I need to fill up to, you know, sort something out with the sound. It's like a bit echoey.
Hello, Seckers. Hello, Seckers. What Seckers here?
Assuming Renaldo is finished.
I think so, yeah. 999. I should actually get one. I should. Sorry, I missed a message from Nothing Tech. Mork, can you share? Can I share your live video of Petro performing, which is just amazing? You can. I mean, I don't know if I could play it though. I would probably get it to cuck though for playing it, a copyright strike. But yeah, that's the only downside with playing stuff, playing other people. I was playing my friend, so good mate of mine. Speaking of local bands, like I was in the Hogs. I managed the Hogs for like since 2000, and we were friends with the guys from Pestroy. So like old school dudes. And then my good friend, this is what happened to me. What was it, last Saturday when we had Nick on? Nick, well, we didn't have Nick on. Nick popped into the chat and we played some of his stuff. So Monday I get to work and I'm going like, oh yeah, I got copyright strikes for playing the Tooth Seven Son songs. And Nick is, I was like, Nick, bro, what the fuck? And he goes like, I didn't even know. You just know who's getting the money for the music. It's absolutely disgusting.
Was it a strike or a claim?
No, sorry, a claim. Sorry, not a copyright strike. Copyright claim. My bad. I can't get another one. You can send it to Mork's Discord. Yes, you can, dude. If you click on the link below, there's a Discord. You can drop it in the you can drop the link in the main Discord.
Just to Chantal, I do have a big rug. I think the problem is because the roof is concrete.
Yeah.
So I think that's where the echo is.
Oh, Chantal says there's a bit of echo. What you can.
It's the sound,
yeah. What you can do is if you put a rug in, if you put one or two things, what you can also do is I've got these like foam things I bought, which I just kind of I have it behind my screen just so it reduces echo a little bit. But yeah, you dude, as long as what you can do is if you put like a nice carpet in it. And then what you can do,
because I've got one. I'm sitting on one rug now, so I just need. But that's the thing. There's nothing down here.
That's why I was saying if you put a curtain, like a sort of a curtain thing behind you, that will just like your sound will be absolutely amazing. But you don't have to do it. Darth's only fans corner. Whistler, hello. Thank you to all the Voortsekkers for joining. Thank you. Renaldo, you are absolute legend. Thank you, good sir, for sending over the crew. Big up to you, good sir. The video, that video is 13 years old. I think they still have copyright. Dude, you would be surprised. But drop it in our Discord. There's a link to the Discord. If you've got Discord, you can drop it in there. Wait, so is the Whistler going to join us?
I mean, he said he would. I don't have my
I'm fetching
whiskey.
a whiskey and be right back.
No.
Okay, he's just
All right, I've got. I don't have. I mean, I
Look
have
up-
whiskey. I'm gonna go fetch it.
look up Mark Sean, Darth Sean. Look up Decibel. Bobby is my mom's tenant. Does soundproof panels. Yeah, you can actually, dude. You can actually build your own soundproof panel. That's what we did. What?
No, I said I can do that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought, no, I heard like a sort of a weird vibe. Yeah, you can make your own panels. Like, honestly, you can. It's really not hardcore.
I mean, like,
But
the house is still fresh. Like, I mean, for example,
Yeah.
behind this wall, it's starting to look a lot better. This side has become just like storage.
Yeah.
So there's just like a whole bunch of boxes everywhere.
So,
I mean, yeah.
what you can do is like what is behind your desk?
The front door.
Okay,
I'll do a little video for you so you can see tomorrow.
Yeah, the best thing to do is you put something like, you can just buy a big piece of foam thing and you put it in front of you, right? That's basically what I have. I have these two big foam things sort of behind my two screens, and because the only thing that's happening right now is you're talking and it's hitting the wall and it bounces back, and it does that. Like you've seen at the studio, we've got that weird panel that sits behind us, right?
Yeah.
This big black and white panel. It's got these little squares in, and they're different sizes. All that does is it just breaks that sort of sound signal, because it's like this wave and it hits, and all that does is it hits it at different angles and it sends it in different directions, and that also helps with echo, like stopping echo from happening.
If you want, I could sit and talk like this the whole time.
You can do that, but
Does
like,
that sound better, everyone? Let me just sit like
no,
this.
it sounds, I don't know.
Such a
There we go. Chantal shared it. Debbie Moray.
Debbie Moray donated 140 South African
second.
rand towards a neon sign saying Darth's OnlyFans corner.
Dude, we should do that. We should get you a Darth's OnlyFans corner. That would be so sexy. In hot pink.
Like Darth, OnlyFans, Darth's OnlyFans.
But also, you know what we can do is if we just get you a decent mic, then it will also make it better. Put a screen up behind you, and when you want to show something, show it on the screen. Then we're watching something. We'll get her. I mean, not really. It's like usually it's especially with audio, right? That's the thing, George. Even with audio, it's the audio that gets picked up, because that's most of the thing. That's not the picture. I could play a YouTube video right now, take the sound off, and nothing happens. But as soon as there's audio and X amount of audio, I found with music, it's like you can probably do. I mean, I remember this the one time I did a video, and I used 9 seconds of that scene from Buck 300, right, where the guy kicks the dude into the thing, like, "This is Sparta," and then that like orchestral music plays, and as he kicks the guy, and that, I got a copyright claim for that. And it was very, very annoying. Renal Dog is in the house. Hello, Renal Dog. How are you, good sir? It would be better if you got Darth three times oscillating fangs, because then it's but then it's going to sound like, you know, have you ever done the thing where you're a little kid where you go to the fan and you talk into the fan, and then they're like,
but I
does
think
that
that would be
vibe?
cool. It's testing out like the new fans, testing out fans.
Yeah, testing out OnlyFans.
Yeah.
No, there's a million ways to skin a cat. The best thing I can do for you is you don't have to do it. You can just put some stuff. I mean, I've got curtains up, I've got a rug, and that kind of, I still have a bit of an echo, but you can hear it's a little bit deader. It's not like if you have nothing in the room, just if you could put curtains by the windows or something like that, like thickish curtains, like those blackout ones, and you can get them for. There we go. Renal Dog is in the house. How's it, Renal Dog? Testing OnlyFans. Dude, that would be actually cool. To start an OnlyFans account. Oh, hello. Whistler.
Hello.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing
The
good.
chosen one.
Why am I hearing myself? Oh, hold on. I need to mute this tab. Listen, Darth, buddy. Can we celebrate that you have
Yes.
interwebs?
Interwebs.
See you on camera. He's
Yes,
alive.
finally. Fuck.
Cheers, dude.
Yes.
He
so
wasn't just
happy
a
that you
figment
have
of our
internet.
imagination.
No, he's real. He's real.
He's real. He is a real boy.
Oh my god, I'm so
How's it,
It is.
Renee? How are you?
I was messaging Darth the whole morning, like, listen, is this whiskey thing happening? Did you lie to me? Like, you know, you made my appetite all wet for a whiskey, and then you're possibly
yeah.
maybe not having internet. I'm like, just, you
I
know.
was like, when I got off the flight with the first dude, I was so devastated. I was just in such a shit mood. And then writing it off, going, okay, it's not going to happen. And like, I think about like 5, just after 7, this dude from Access phones me. And he just sorted it out. Like, yeah. So happy
That's good,
about it.
dude. I'm
Oh, no
happy. Somebody
pixelation.
that wants to work after hours.
But I mean, like,
Yeah.
dude, your camera looks good. It's like, I mean, a little pixelated, a little bit,
You
tiny
blow
bit.
it
But I mean,
up,
dude,
yeah.
you're
Yeah.
using. I mean, Sean's using his laptop, his Mac Air. I think it's M1 Air. He's using
Yeah.
that camera, and it's not bad. I mean,
Yeah.
you can always upgrade your camera if you want.
No, it's working.
Baby
yeah.
steps, dude.
Yeah, baby steps, one at a time. We'll get there.
He's like he's got a little
I'm a
corner
real
already
streamer.
there. Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking like a little neon light on the side, like the
Yeah.
one we saw on Silent Hill 2 with the
Yeah, I was
pregnant
just thinking
stripper.
that says
Like-
something like, you know, Darth
Pregnant
Sean,
stripper.
pregnant stripper. That could be quite cool. But or like a Darth OnlyFans or OnlyFans corner.
Only
Darth
Darth's.
OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Only
Listen,
Darth.
didn't Renaldo
Yeah.
have his one made on Temu or something? Like, didn't they custom him the tech one?
I think so. That's. I remember watching him. That's what he said.
One. Yeah.
Yeah, we can get you one on Temu.
Color? What color are you
Ooh,
thinking? Red?
Red.
I mean,
Yeah.
you've been like
Yeah.
hovering on the redlining life for a little bit, so
Yeah.
okay.
Also, what you can do is like maybe just if you also what you this is I mean this is what I do. I've got like the barn doors on mine. I mean this is what it looks like when I put my light off, right? It's just like I've got the 6 o'clock or it's no the 11 o'clock light, and then I've got the 3 o'clock light, and then if I put the ones off behind me, then it looks like this.
But that looks cool as well, though. Hey.
Yeah. So I've
That
got
does
this
look
light,
good,
right?
yeah.
And all it is like I'm in a white room. But
But you've
because
got
the
that,
only thing
that
is,
nice light though.
it's,
I've just
it's
got, like,
because
a
it's got the
one
honey.
big ring
It's the
light, yeah.
honeycomb.
Yeah.
It's the honeycomb thing. That's all it does. All it does is it directs light one way. It doesn't go like
Yeah.
light goes like this. With this, it just. But also, what I had is you get barn doors.
Yeah.
So you put the barn doors on the side, then it directs the light only
Yeah.
on you, and then you can do the thing where it's black in the background and you've got a KIF red neon sign. That would look fucking gangster.
Yeah. But that does look cool. I mean, your background is very unique.
Who's?
But
Darth
Darth
Sean,
can
yeah.
also just get like
Oh, mine.
No, your background looks cool, Mork. But Darth can also get like just 2 LED lights that you just beam up against the wall.
I mean,
Yeah.
my idea was to, if we could, I mean, there has to be some money in the budget for this because it will be like a salary. I was thinking just to get a vent in like a nice bikini.
Oh, yeah,
outfit.
just-
What she does is she's just
She just stands there.
yeah.
It's
And just
there's
every
like
now
those
and then,
real
pastas,
like those
you
real
know?
streamers, like those
Yeah.
the Red Bull streamers that just have like the bint there and like yeah,
Yeah,
baby,
yeah,
and like oh
that's
my
it.
god, you're amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. And just every now and
What
then.
about
you know,
those wind socks that blows up and then just does like this the whole time?
Well, I mean, if she's twerking, it's the same as a windsock, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
There's no
Yeah, wait, I
difference.
think we're on a different wavelength. Let me just
Oh,
put
oh,
this
oh.
down.
I mean, I just love that, just in the background,
I'm
just
not-
like a chick in a particular uniform.
I'm imagining. Wait, I've got a picture in mind. Tell me if this is. I think this is maybe. This is.
I already think it's not going to be good.
Hold on, guys. Give me a second here. While you guys carry on talking, while I find it.
When you start imagining like Mork, I'm like, oh, here we go. We're going to either have to apologize or something just now. I don't
I'm
know. But your
imagining-
setup looks like when you sent me the photo of your setup, Darth, was that chair a little bit more to the right? Like
Yeah, so it was in
angled?
the center. So what I did is
Ah.
I figured today I was like I could use the corner to give a bit more of an angle because what I would like to do is I've got like this nice little like table next to me, and I thought it'd be quite cool if I can get the camera a little further away and somehow have the screen closer so I can sit, but what everyone else is seeing is like a little table, me sitting in the chair, got like this kick-ass like skull.
Creates more like a podcast vibe type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. No, it looks like it, dude. I'm just happy to have your camera back on and like,
Right?
you know, he exists.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Exactly.
probably, yeah. No, it's good.
I imagine-
It's good.
I imagine like, okay, listen, we can go with the whole vibe of like, you know, that, or my suggestion, which is going to reach a lot of more people because, you know, like we have to think about the viewers at the same time, right? And if we get a neon sign that says Darth's like, you know, like OnlyFans corner, we can also like maybe have something like this.
Yeah, I'm for like a little bit more class
Yeah, no, like that's
than horde.
no, dude, like what, you know what, like I would be like you want that. I know what you mean. You want that like fucking dark room library feel. It's like almost like, you know, like you're drinking a whiskey.
Yeah.
You know, you've got this.
Even,
Like, I'm thinking like
I want to
I know
check
what it is.
like walk around with like, you know, those like old school, they used to have those like little like cigarette holders that chick would walk and she's got like a couple of cigars and, you know, would you like one? But she just needs to be wearing like I'm looking at like that particular uniform that I like. I mean, everyone knows what that is.
Oh no.
I'm not gonna say I didn't say anything. I'm just saying that
Can't do
particular
that.
uniform. All she has to do is walk in and then go, "Here you go," and thank you so much, and like, you know, just snap on the ass as she walks out. Thanks so much. You know, that's kind of what I want. And
Here's
then
what
Mark
I'm
is
thinking,
the,
right?
Yeah, Mark is the HR, and then she can like lay a claim sexual harassment, but he has to deal with that.
No, I'm not doing any of that.
Go ahead, call HR.
Yeah, go ahead. See what he does.
Yes, here's what I'm thinking. If I see, without you speaking, if I see your background, I should smell leather, cigars, and whiskey.
I want a chair like
this,
that. Like that chair.
Exactly, like this vibe.
Like that,
Like,
yeah.
I mean, this is
Yeah, I think this shot particularly, that's the vibe I want to go. You got the table
that's
on the side,
a fucking brilliant shot.
right? And then you got the chair.
I mean, that means your camera just have to be. I mean, like can move your desk a bit closer, and then you can kind of like hone in on that.
Yeah.
But that's beautiful. That's a great shot though. Oh, what a great movie.
Right. I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna sail the seas tonight. 'Cause I can.
Ghost Humpet.
Ghost Humpet, thank
I'm not
you. Good sir.
disagreeing with him.
I'd rather watch Darth play an imaginary PS5 than on the beach scene ever again. I'm 100% with you, good sir.
Yeah.
I think that is the dumbest video of all time, of all music videos. That's the dumbest shit that existed ever. Thank you, good sir.
But you know whose background I do like? Recon's background.
Yeah. But
Recon's
it's nice and
background looks
dark.
like
It's got
because
like,
it's that dark with the leathery,
Yeah.
and I think it's like a bottle of whiskey or something in the back. Like Recon's background for me, almost like it smells like you either smell leather, whiskey, gunpowder. Like that's what you're smelling when you're sitting there. Like,
but you can do this, and then you can put small little light elements in the back, right? Like you can put like a little thing on the shelf, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Also, it could be like the background could be a bit weird because you've got because it's a corner. That's also why it could be giving you a bit of an echo. And also maybe
Yeah,
you should,
but I mean,
you should
you
zoom
know-
in a bit more so that we can't see you on your phone.
Yeah,
all the
but
time.
the reason I turned it like this is at least I figured like it's not like a flat backdrop. You know, this way there's a bit of like, I mean, obviously there's just a
Yeah,
bloody
but
line that goes
here's
through,
my
but-
thing though, right? You know, nobody puts baby in the corner from what was that movie? Like, you know, who puts Darth in the corner? We put Darth in the corner.
Or
Mork and Whistler puts Darth in the corner. I don't
I
know.
put myself in the
Like,
corner.
Does Darth like being in the corner?
Hectic. AJ,
I used
saw
to
that
stand
today,
in the
AJ.
corner a lot as a kid, that I can tell you. But I mean,
Why?
you
Because
know.
what did you? Because you were ginger.
No, because I was naughty in class.
I
Dude, the teacher
I
wanted
see.
to like staple my mouth closed. You try and
Because
do
you're
that
ginger.
today, dude. Today, parents will burn a school down, but my teacher, grade 2, 1988, when I was in grade 2, she pulled me to the front. She's like, "Ek het vir jou gesê jy moet ophou praat." I didn't want to listen.
Yeah.
She told me to, like, pout my lips out, and then she took a stapler and she like made she's going to stapler me.
Yeah,
I
and if you
started crying.
if you
Fuck,
dared
dude, I
to tell
mean-
your parents, you'd get blitzed more at home.
Yeah,
Why
dude,
did she do
I
that?
would rather
What did
take
you
that
do?
stapler through the lips than tell my parents.
My parents would
Like, I
blitz
told
me
my
if I came
parents
home.
once. Okay, but the school actually phoned my parents. I kissed a girl in school. She didn't want to be kissed though, but I wanted to kiss her, and then I got in
Oh my
trouble
God,
for it,
that's-
right? But dude, this was like standard 4. So what is that?
Ooh.
Grade 6, I think. And then I had to go to the headmaster, and then I had I had my
I
bum
mean-
dusted with a and then when
Oh,
I
yeah,
got
I love
home,
those.
I got in more trouble.
But I mean, like,
To have
listen,
your
just,
bum
just for the just for the record, what was she wearing? Obviously, like,
School
I mean, listen,
clothes,
it's
what
not
do
your
you
fault.
think? I mean, we were.
There we go. I mean, bro, it's not our fault, right? Like, who doesn't want to? When you're a boy and you see girls in school uniform, bro, look at Japanese
yeah,
people.
I think
All they have
different
is school
genre,
uniform.
whole different genre. I was in the same school she was. Probably like a year older than her. But yeah, I don't know. I liked her.
I'm just kidding. So
Yeah,
you were
I
11.
Not
got
proud.
cucked for
Not
kissing a
proud.
girl.
I just got into trouble. I was 11.
But I
Yeah.
mean, it wasn't like it was like French kissing. It was like, and it's like mini teeth.
Yeah, dude. What other type of kissing do you
Exactly.
know when you're 11, dude?
Yeah, no one. But that's the
No,
thing.
that
When you
kiss on
just
the
say
cheek
kissing,
thing.
you're people imagining going like, oh, you're you grabbed her head and you stuck your tongue in her mouth. It was not like that at 11.
No.
11, it's like kiss her on the cheek, and she's like, oh,
Yeah.
sis, I've got cooties now. And you went to the office because you gave her cooties, and cooties was a thing back then.
It was. So was pink eyes.
Yeah. I just want to point out that I saw this today. HM just said the guy that created OnlyFans literally died at 43 from cancer. I saw this today. Just going-
43.
Yeah.
Dude,
How is it
You
big?
get what
This
you fucking
guy-
deserve.
this
I'm just
guy I
saying.
works with told me today, right? He had a guy that he grew up in school with. Somehow they were playing with sticks and he got
Yeah.
hit with a stick in the eye in school. So like primary school. So he was like, give or take 10 years old. Lost his eye. Then went on to go to varsity, whatever, became a chartered accountant or got his CA. Then moved to somewhere cool, dude, like in South America
Yeah.
to do something, and then dies of cancer. Like, dude,
Jesus.
I don't know. I can't remember how we started talking about it. It's just interesting that, dude, like, life kind of just happens, man.
Karma, bro. Karma happens. But I mean, sorry, you're telling us school stories. I remember I saw this one from this comment from who was it? From Sharky. I got 5 jacks with a cane. Was almost the most I had. Never got 6. Got tier 6. I remember I was in standard 4, and the one day we were like at break. So remember you had like first break and then second break, right?
Got klein pauze
So I-
en groot pauze, lang pauze.
Yeah,
Kort pauze
yeah,
en
right,
lang
so-
pauze.
So I remember I remember what happened was we were in standard 4 and we're like, you remember those you get cricket balls, but then you got the sort of the tennis ball which was red, which is a bit harder than the tennis ball.
Yeah,
And
like
you-
a test cricket ball, yeah.
There we go, right? So we were playing with this. We were just throwing it, and catching it to stuff, and then some fucking idiot, one of our friends, one of the fucking like the uninvasive, I can't, Mr. Boerta, I remember this fucking greatest day. He was walking, so we were like the rugby field was there, and there's one dude who could just chuck like a motherfucker, right? And he threw the ball, but he accidentally threw the uninvasive with the ball behind their head. So we all got cucked out, and the ball got confiscated. It was like not behind the head, it was kind of like the neck, shoulder, right? So they took the fucking ball away, right? Now we have no ball. Tweeted poser, we were like, now we got fuck all to do. You know what we ended up doing? There was like 15 of us. So like, I don't know how. This is kids' mentality, right? So we took this big rock and we were chucking the rock just in a circle. just throwing the rock, like just passing, because we had fuck all to do, right? So then what happens? Clear as day, I remember watching this. Like I was standing there, and I just see this one kid. There's this other kids who had a ball. Somebody threw the ball, and it went past us. So he ran straight through the circle. On the way back, he ran, and as they were passing the rock, he ran into the rock and then fell on the ground. And the rock fell on his face. Right. So I remember we all went to the headmaster's office. All of us, we had to stand there with our hands out and get like 5 shots on each hand. And it's like, I'm going like, how does that, like, and we explained this to the idiot, right? I'm going like, how does that make sense? You should murder him for being a retard, right? It's like, imagine driving a car and some random dude just doesn't look at the traffic light like a cyclist, so just runs in front of the car. Now I get into cuck for that. It's like, you taught, this is why we have a fucked society, because even back then, they screwed it up.
Dude,
absolutely.
In high school, we got hidings with, what do you call it in English?
Like a cane.
Compass. What's that thing that you'd make circles with? Like in math?
Like, what do you mean you're hiding with that?
That little V-shaped thing that you make like circles with?
Protractor? It's called a protractor compass. Yeah, it's called a protractor.
Kompas. In Afrikaans het jy dit 'n kompas genoem.
Yeah. How did you get moved with that?
No, the whiteboard version of it. No, protractor is a compass.
Yes, you guys had like hectic sort of gear.
No, dude, that thing was like this long. The thing you used on like on the board in front. You put that chalk in it, then you would hold it, and then you would like turn circles on the big board. You know,
I don't even remember.
We got moved with that thing.
I remember getting moved with like the one that was like, this is the thing. I used to think there was this sadistic nature with like some like onderwysers, right? Because I remember there was this one douchebag who would, because I would get into cuck for like, oh, I didn't do my science homework, and I'm like, okay. And then there was this short fucking teacher, and you could see the joy in her fucking eyes when she had to take you to the office for not doing your homework on a Monday. As she was walking, she has this almost like little skip in her step. She had to lead you all the way down to the office and go, he didn't do his fucking homework. You're like, oh, okay, you fucking bitch. And then you get there, but this is how sadistic these fuckers were, right? The one on Evasive, he wasn't the headmaster, he was like the assistant headmaster. He would be the one doing the caning. But he'd come out and he'd give you the option of 4 different canes that you now have to pick. And then he would blixem you, and after every hit, you'd have to turn around and go, thank you, sir. And I'm going like,
after every hit,
he'd go like donkey. And I'm going like at the one time I was like, I remember the last time I got blixen, I was probably like standard 9 or something. This is just before they kind of ended it. I just said, I'm not going to fucking say thank you for it. He's like, you would say thank you. I said, no, I won't. And he just kept hitting me. I think I was supposed to get like 5 hits, and he ended up giving me 15. I'm just going, I'm not going to thank you for blixeming me, you absolute fucking sadistic weirdo.
I saw Debbie's comment about a T-square. It's not a T-square. I know what a T-square is. I'm going to show you guys. Dude, this thing's big. This thing is like 1/2 meter big, right? I don't know. Like let me quickly just share my screen. Let me just close all my questionable windows.
Aurora says here, the boys in our hostel used to have to put their heads under the table. Yeah, no. They used to do that as well. Every teacher had his own mythology of doing it. It was just to me, I found it super sadistic how they kind of did some of it. It was like they took pleasure in doing this. There we go.
But this thing takes a piece of like a chalk, like the chalk you would write on like the blackboard or the green board or whatever. But
yeah.
This thing was like 1/2 meter long. Like you got wood. This one looks plastic, but there was a wooden one. And I always got caught for eating in class, dude. For like 2 years, it's like I had a worm in my stomach, dude. My mom would make me like 10 slices of bread to take to school, and I would literally just eat the whole fucking time, right?
Wait, so you got
me eating in class.
And you got blixen for eating in class.
Yeah.
But do you understand? It's like that seems irrational. Dude, I used to get blixemed because my hair was too long. That was my thing. My fringe, you do this thing where they would go and they'd take your like, so I would gel my hair back, right? Just to keep it sort of so that you can't see that it's long. Then this one fucking Mr. Jordan, he was just this fucking also another sadistic fuck, right? And he would come and he'd take his little fucking pen out of his pocket, stick it over here, and then pull it all the way down. And he goes, it comes over your. And I'm going like, bro, in what world is that necessity to have your air out of your thing? What do you think I'm going to do? Do you think I'm working with nuclear fusion, like radioactive material, where, oh shit, I've got to move this thing and hair's going to get in my way and I won't be able to see what's happening? Do you think I was going to be a Navy SEAL where I'm trying to shoot?
Can I tell you what?
What is wrong with these people?
Listen, I'm not necessarily against how school was when we were kids, in the sense of like respect for teachers, discipline, following the rules. I don't care whether you like it or not. Rules are rules. You need to learn to follow it, because that's what carried on into doing your what do you call it in English? Dienstplicht, like your you had to go to like you need to go and do your 2 years in the army. I wish some of us went to army, because then you won't have these kids with their pants hanging off on their asses and whatever they're right. But you would just have people just have a little bit more respect for people older than you, for whatever, right? So I don't necessarily have an issue with that, because I also think they kind of like I mean, I guess it would play to girls as well, but that's where you just made men, dude. I remember I used to hate swimming, right? I hated sports. I was good at running. Like, I could run fast. I probably just always ran away from being bliksem, but I hated sport. I hated swimming. But if you could at least swim one length, then the next time you had to swim with a brick on your back or a brick on your chest, and you had to do, like, that's how they made us like tougher. Like, okay, cool. If you're swimming in the school's team, you swim with a brick on your chest, so that next time when you swim, you better, because you're like one brick lighter. But that's dude, rugby. If you miss a pass or you screw up, that teacher, I will never forget him. Meneer Hitcherhoff was his name, dude. He had a belt like this wide,
bro.
And then if you didn't do anything.
See, I think that's the problem with it, right? So, because any rational, logical person looks at that and goes, okay, now you're taking the piss. My whole vibe was, there needs to be a rational vibe. Okay, listen, not doing your homework, fine. That's you were given a task, you didn't, there's punishment. You were disrespectful, shit like that. But I got into cuck for the most arbitrary bullshit. Like the fact that my hair was like, it would come over my eyebrow. And you're going like,
dude, I wish my hair could be that long when I was cool. Listen, my hair is short and curly. Like, you have no idea. Well, not now. Now my hair's longer. But I mean, my hair's never been short and curly for the last 21, 22 years.
Yeah.
But my hair was like this short in school, dude, and curly.
Yeah.
I was like, you know, in
you have like a natural
where called,
if you
no, as a kid, people would think my mom permed my hair. My mom would tell them, I know, I wash his hair in rooibos tea, because my mom ran out of stuff to tell people. She'd take the piss and say, like, yeah, I washed his hair in rooibos tea. That's one, how it got the gingery red, and two, that's how it gets natural cool. These people were watching their kids' hair in the rooibos tea.
But I mean, but the thing is, see, I'm completely with you. I completely agree. There needs to be, like, I think getting bliksemed at school was cool. Dude, I remember this. They stopped corporal punishment, I think, when I was in standard 9. Like, officially, every school had to stop corporal punishment. That was the thing. We still, all of us, that was like all of our standard 9s and the matric boys, everybody went to the one teacher to go get like one last caning, just for shits and giggles. Like, we all like let's go bliksem one more time. Just because it was fun, right? Because it wasn't like and that's the thing, because there was a point to it. But I kind of understand where, like, with all, it's kind of like that vibe with all kind of power when it gets misused, and that's why people go like, now you were caning kids for no reason because their hair was
with that.
a centimeter long, and then people go
for no reason. Yes, I remember this teacher. I'm thinking I was caned for no reason. Probably I was caned for being disrespectful, but. What was his name? Mr. Coleman, right? Dude, I was a geek. I was more a geek in high school than in primary school. But came high school and we had computer lab and all of those things, dude. I'd stopped seeing the sun, right? I was hanging in the computer lab all the time, whatever.
Yeah, of course.
In 1995, I installed more Windows 95 installations.
So you were ginger and you were white as snow.
Yes. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I went fishing once and then I had to go to the doctor because I got way too much sun. So, yeah. No, I did. Laugh away. So
carry on.
I was fixing so many computers at that time. I was like, I don't know, 14, 15 years old, right? Windows 3.1 was still the thing and DOS, and then Windows 95 came out. So I was installing Windows 95 for everybody, helping my dad's colleagues, people up and down the street, whatever. I had people coming to our house, like older people, and my mom and them would be upset because like, why is these people hanging here? But I was like helping them with their PCs, right? But anyway, I will not forget in Windows 95, when you install it, for some reason, it defaulted the time zone thing over Australia, and you could slide it. There was 3 time zones according to Windows 95 in Australia, right? 3 time zones is how you could move it way back then. I mean, time zones change over time. We have more time zones now than what we had a few years ago, like 20, 30 years ago. This teacher, Mr. Coleman, in high school, argued with me that Australia only has 2 time zones. And this dipshit argued with him that there's 3 because I saw it on Windows 95. What happened?
Lixham.
I had to go for hiding because I'm disrespecting him.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Now you have a parent that hears that and going like, "What? This makes no rational sense." I remember the one day, like, I got into cuck for my hair. I think I was in matric. It's beginning first semester of matric, to the point where it was so ridiculous. My dad lost his shit, right? Because they phoned him up. They phoned my dad. My dad's busy, like. He's working. He's got a factory making clothes, right? And they're phoning him. Some dumb prat at school phones this dude up, who's like, I mean, that's the stage. No, this is standard 9. I think it's standard 9. Sorry, end of standard 9. This dude is busy, bro. He's got like he's working now. There's some fucking prat at school. He's like, oh, this is the 3rd warning he's gotten in the last semester this year about his hair being 1 centimeter too long. Bro, my dad answered the phone and goes, what? And the guy was like, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we need you to come in. Bro, he put the phone down, drove to school, cucked them up from a high, just fucking screamed and shouted, told them all to go fuck themselves, and then left. And I was just like, bro, gangstar.
That's my papa. That's my dad.
Yeah. Fucking douchebags.
I mean, I agree with it, right? Some of the stuff in the bigger scheme of things just is ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
But I think, and the reason why I'm saying this is, I saw an article somewhere, like an old newspaper clipping, and it had like this 10 or 20 commandments of being in the SANDF, or being like a soldat, or what it is. You will never stand with your hands in your pockets. You will always stand up straight. You would never lean. Your pants would always be tidy and tucked in and whatever though, right? So I think it's kind of just that. We've become, I don't know what the right word is, not sloppy. We've become...
Yeah, but it's called etiquette, right? Because I remember like there was like things that like you were taught as a kid, like you don't talk over someone, like you go like if someone's older than you, you show them respect. I mean, like just stuff like that's gone out the window. And I think school did teach us a lot of those things. I think they maybe took it too far with stuff, but I think that did teach us stuff. The fact that you've completely eliminated it has created like a sort of a society where, like, I remember watching like TV and going like, like how I mean, remember what was that thing with Michelle Pfeiffer? What's that Coolio? And he had that rap song in the 90s.
Gangster's Paradise.
Yeah, and then she goes into the school in the slums, and I was watching that as a kid, going, "How the fuck are these teachers not just blikseming all these children? These children would talk like where I'm going." Like,
this was South Africa,
yeah, bro, you got bliksemed in here. And also quite funny enough, I remember, this is quite freaky to me. I remember it was in standard 2 or standard 3 when the whole apartheid thing changed. We suddenly had, because we were I was in an English class, right? So we have like, in our school, there was like 6 Afrikaans classes in our standard and then 1 English class. And obviously most of the African black kids and the colored kids they were all English, right? English was kind of their first language. They would join the English class. So we pretty much had the majority of black kids in our class. And I remember this is right. Every time this teacher would speak or say something, the kids would stand up and the respect level between, I think, a lot of the black kids versus the white kids was chalk and cheese. Like, they would, every time they would address the teacher, they would stand up. Every time the teacher would get up, they would stand up. They would go, yes, missus. And I was going like, there was a whole respect vibe there. And I think that respect vibe has completely been obliterated over the years. Just completely.
I don't disagree with you. Even today, if I'm sitting down and somebody comes to greet me, whether I'm sitting having coffee with my team or we're sitting somewhere, I would get up. Like, I always get up when I greet somebody. Like, I would never sit and shake somebody's hand like, hey, how was it going? I was like, I get up.
I've done that once or twice, but only because it's someone I know.
And there's another point that you mentioned. Yeah, I mean, for me, like I grew up in the same way as that, you know, females walk through the door first, you open up a door, whatever that type of stuff.
Exactly.
It wasn't, my dad brought me up, not that it's a thing to like try and impress a girl or whatever. It's a respect thing. You respect the female, she goes through the door first. Dude, I still do it today. I've got like one of the girls in my team, if we walk in, we go and have coffee, even if I'm in front of her or something, I would step back and you go first. Right? Reese fucking hates it because she walks slow. And I need to, like, you know, triple to go, and I have to like go back to change streets to Reese, and then Reese can go. But it's ingrained in me. Like, I can't not do it. Like, I feel like I'm going to have colic or something if I don't do it, right? I need to, like, you know, play my role in this. Is you go first, then I'll go. I don't know. It's how I got brought up. But it's sad that some of that has to get lost, though, right? Especially with respect to teachers. I've got a friend, she used to be a teacher, and the lack of respect kids have for teachers, like kids would throw their phones at teachers, whatever type of stuff. Dude, it's insane.
But what's that saying? It goes, spare the rod, spoil the child.
Yeah.
What's it say? What? I think
spare the... It's a saying. It's spare the rod, spoil the child.
If you don't blitzen them, you're going to spoil them. I mean, I remember as a kid, I never got hidings. I probably got a hiding once in my life.
I got moved a lot.
No, my parents never. My parents never really.
Wrong. It's not spoil the child. It's like a fruit that gets spoiled. It rottens. It rots.
Yeah.
No. It's spare the rod, spoil the child.
Yeah, but not spoil as in let's give him more shit. The child becomes rotten with.
No, but I mean, that's what
you see today. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they get. You spoil them. Like, they get spoiled. They become spoiled little fucking brats, right? But I mean, what was I saying? I remember as a kid, I never got. But it's like there's consequences to when things happen. Like, if you did something wrong, there would be a consequence. Okay, cool, you get grounded. This thing gets taken away. And I don't think, like, these days that shit almost never happens anymore, right? And this is why you have a. But again, I think we live in it, and that's why we have a society right now. But think about that, because like there is no consequence. Why do you think we have 70, 80 murders a day, 160 grapes? Because there is no consequence to any of that shit.
Yep. Somebody shared this now. I don't know who shared it. Let me just check quickly. Oh, Chantalou was saying my friend's son went to this place last year, Quest
Boys Camp
Africa. It's like a boys camp or something. I mean, as a kid, my parents would threaten me, "Jy gaan verbetering skool toe," right? I mean,
my parents, like, one time I fucked up really bad. We, like, me and my two buddies, we went and stayed over their house, and we stole his dad's car in the middle of the night and went joyriding. And the next day, I got cucked out for a little.
I would die.
No, I mean, we were like at standard 9, and we got cucked out from a heavy height, and then we got told, I'm going to verbetering school in De Aar. And then I went and looked up, and there wasn't a verbetering school in De Aar, and I was like, well, there isn't one. But he was like, fuck it, I'm sending you there anyway. And I'm like, I don't want to go to
You were being clever, right? You were being clever. Like, imagine. But I mean, this is the thing, though, right? I think...
Boys Town, there we go.
The point with school these days is, I think this is the one thing that school has left for, that's lost in school. I think the whole schooling system needs to change in any event. Not that I have a kid in this fight, but I mean,
no.
I think the whole schooling system needs to change in the sense that schooling that we have today is the schooling we've had for the last, 100 whatever years, right? Yeah. You were brought up to be a factory worker, but people aren't factory workers anymore.
100%. Right? That's where it came from. Industrialization. That's where that entire vibe came from.
You can literally go out of school and be a successful some job title that didn't exist 20 years ago, podcaster, for example, right?
Yeah.
If you were to tell me 20 years ago or 25 years ago that we would be having conversations on the internet with people and people would pay some money and subscribe and super chats and whatever, I would call bullshit. I was having a similar conversation with Renaldo about it earlier, right? So for me, one of the big issues is that, and I don't know today, maybe it's like a more spiritual religious thing, but like we had like veldwachters, all of those things where you would go out, go and camp, go and learn to, you know, live for
basically like Chantal just said, it's like the thing is not like Boys Town. They learn hunting, they learn hiking, woodworking, animal husbandry, boot camp, shit like that. And it's that, and there was a good thing with that because I remember like they end that in like I think I just got to standard 6, where apparently if you finished matric, you had to go do your service. You had to do a year in the army. That was like
2 years in the army. I know my dad had to do 2 years.
And I remember when I was in standard 4, somewhere like that. They were like, apparently this got completely removed, some shit. I can't remember.
But dude, I remember we would like I grew up in Newcastle, right? So my grandparents, my parents, everybody's from Pretoria, but I grew up in Newcastle. So we would go and visit my parents, my grandparents, and then we had this fola, this beetle, right? A beetle, like a BW bug, right? And then it was my mom and dad, and my sister was small, so we'd be still sitting with my mom in the front and myself on the back seat, and we would pack that beetle full. And then here by Heidelberg or something, I think that's where there was like an army base or something. My parents would sometimes stop and they would pick up a young guy there in his little like a long little bag. What do you call those bags? I think it's a balschoen or something, right? And they would pick up their stuff, and they would pick up this guy. He got passed for the weekend or something. And then my parents would go and drop him off somewhere in Pretoria, dude. Like, there's no way I'm picking up a stranger next to the road.
No way. But back then it was. I remember like we would. The 80s, if you drove along, you saw the army guys. You would. Me and my mom in the car. It was just us. We go. We drive back from Cape Town, and it was like there's this dude, young lighty, and he's just on his own with the thing. And you go, bro, you pick him up because he's going back to his town. He's got the weekend off or some kind like that. And he's going back to the army for that was just a vibe, right? But I do think what you mentioned now, it's like I do think if you kind of look into it, I do think it's because we have the obliteration, we had the destruction of patriarchy. That entire concept that you're speaking about, that fact of like going, like opening the door for a woman, like standing up when you see her, being respectful to her, letting woman go first, shit like that. That's
out of pure respect, though, right? No other intentions, no nothing. No. It's just respect.
But that's sort of that entire worldview comes from, I would say, sort of having a patriarchal system, right? Where you respect, and feminism comes along and goes, no, we're equal to men. Okay, cool. Well, I remember back in the day, this is like a couple of years ago. I remember when this shit started coming out online, where they go like, where women would freak out because like, he opened the door for me, like. That you'd have these, like, you start hearing people on these podcasts going, "God, don't hold the door for me. I'm not your fucking, what do you call it? I'm not your property." People would. I remember there was when me and the missus got married, which is 2015. One dude, like, we would like Christian ceremony. He came to us afterwards, and he came to me going like, I don't like the term when they said your wife. Like, he doesn't own you." And I'm going like. It started with shit like that, right? Where it's like you start eliminating these things, and you have a society where we go, okay, cool. Well, if I hold the door for someone, I remember people getting into trouble online. You would hear about this one dude who opened the door, and he's like, they'd have like those alterations, almost like you see with the cop cams now. How dare you? Don't open the door for me. I'm a strong woman. Like, you had shit like that.
Luckily, that's never happened to me in public. Like, I don't even know how to react, dude. I would freeze. I'm like I would blue screen. My brain would blue screen. I'm like, what? Like, you are overthinking this. I'm just holding the door for you. Though, right? I mean,
that was the extreme feminism. That's the stuff that came out back then. Now, I mean, this is now we're in the vibe of going like, cool, everything's fucked now because of that. I mean, I would relate it to that maybe because like you don't do that. I still do that, but like you know.
Do you remember when you were what do you call it ontgroening? What do you call ontgroening?
Oh yeah, where you go to standard 6
grade
and
6.
the trick boys would fuck you up.
Yeah. Dude, I had this girl that chose me. I can't remember. She was this blonde girl, right? That chose me to like ontgroen me or whatever. The first thing I had to do was measure her legs with matches.
Matches,
right?
yeah.
Dude, I mean,
But I mean, again,
I know I came
limited
from
it-
wanting to kiss a girl in grade 4 or grade 6 or whatever to now measuring
Yeah.
legs with matches, but dude, it's a whole different level though, right? I mean, yeah. But that was fun. I mean, we had to like have our little egg and a spoon and whatever they told us to do. I mean, I don't know if they still do it in school. I've heard some horror stories with the ontgroening and whatever that's happening with kids. But I mean, again, it makes... I know it's the ritual or whatever you want to call it thing, but it also teaches
Hazing, yeah.
you a little bit of respect for school and a little bit of hierarchy, though, in the
Yeah,
school,
no,
though,
but
right? Because of prefects,
again,
whatever.
Again, that's eliminated because things like hierarchy are, and again, this is like leftist ideology. There shouldn't be any hierarchy. Everybody's equal. And it's like, no, they're not. No one is ever going to be equal. But I also like just what AJM just said here now. He makes a point. What allowed that respectfulness was because of our political system at the time. And it was very sort of NG Kerk sort of dominant, right? Like that was like that's where that ideology, like be respectful and stuff. But again, like I think that was across the board. I mean, if you eliminate that completely and you push in kind of this very leftist ideology where it's just like everybody's equal, you have to eliminate that. If you eliminate hierarchies, you eliminate stuff like patriarchy, this is what's part and parcel that comes along with it. You know what I mean? But hazing, for example, that's also like you had like, I mean, I remember it was fun. The people who hazed me, the matrics, they became my best friends. Like, later on in that year, like they were the first guys to take me to the pub. We went out and come to my house and going, no, we're going to the Spur, Mrs. Like that type of shit. And it's like, wow, we went go drinking, and they'd come pick you up because they could drive, and like you're friends with older kids, and like they would blixen you and steal your pie money at the next day at school. But it was cool. That's just how it worked, Yeah. And then you had people, I've been abused. I don't know.
Dude, I had this teacher, my accounting teacher, right? She used to live on Coca-Cola, not like the powder kind. let's just clarify that though, right? I was naughty in school, so I sat right in front of her class, right? There wasn't like, this was at a time where classes weren't like full to the brim, 40 kids with only 24 seats, right? This was like 16 kids with 24 seats or something like that, right? So most of the kids is like a U shape around the class, and then there's like empty seats, and then there's like right in front by her table, that's where I sit because I was fucking naughty. So the one day, she's like giving class now, so she's like walking behind us and whatever, so my back's towards her back. I take my same compass, because I had technical drawing as well, my same compass, and I lift up her Coke in the straw, and I would like pierce a hole in her straw and then let it go down, right? So when she would drink her Coke, it would be normal until the Coke got through that hole, then it would stop sucking the Coke because the hole is there, right? Dude, I did it for months. And then this is one day where she turned around when I did it, and she caught me. Luckily, she was a sport, and she was like, I was wondering for months, like, because she says she thought there was something wrong with the straws, so she now starts opening up the straws first and checking if there's holes in before she uses the straw, and she just couldn't figure out what it was.
Dude,
that is putting in holes in there.
That's quite funny, bro. That's absolutely genius. And now we have that happen to those paper straws. The ones that you get where it's like, we don't support plastic, while giving you your drink in a plastic cup. They go, here's a paper straw. You go like, and then all you have to do is just bend it funny once. Then there's a hole in it, and you're like, nothing comes out. Dude, it absolutely kills straws.
Funny enough, though, We had Burger King this weekend. We haven't had Burger King in ages, right? But
How
we had
was it?
Burger King this weekend. I think it was good. I mean, it's mid. Like I would give it like a 5 out of 10. I wasn't
Right.
hungry afterwards, but I also didn't regret having it.
Okay.
Burger King gave us plastic straws. Like Reese was like,
What the
plastic
fuck?
straws. We were like, is this for real now? So yeah, I mean, obviously they got the memo, right?
I hate paper straw. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah,
it's
dude.
It's the
biggest
grossest
waste.
thing in the world.
Yeah, but like I don't understand because apparently they did.
I can
was
tell
it
you.
Wait, before
I
you
can tell
play the
you
clip.
why we have fucking
Yeah, no, I
paper straws,
understand
because
that,
of
but
propaganda. That's why.
yeah, no, but it was I think Stephen Crowder broke it down that the paper straw is actually a lot worse.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
plastic
Yeah, it
ones.
is.
Throw it away and then go and get a
Yeah.
plastic one.
But that's
Yeah.
the thing. Like also like and the whole argument for it, like that was the best.
That-
Show me
that's the
shelf.
best. Yeah, that's where it comes from.
Show me the
The
shelf.
entire
Have you not seen the full clip?
Says some silly ass name, this whole class is gonna feel my wrath.
sorry, wrong one.
Where? Show me the shells. Show me the shells.
But that's where it came from. All it was propaganda back in the day, where they went like, well, they showed one turtle with a
Yeah.
paper straw stuck in its nose, and then the entire world just went absolutely apeshit. There was a dude who did a study on the whole thing with the straws. So like, you know, they kept showing, I think it was on Oprah, bro. This is back in the day. They showed the plastic, and I mean, there's a lot of pollution, right? There's this one section in the ocean where it's almost like,
Yeah, where everything
it's
gets
like
together.
10 square kilometers of just fucking rubbish. And they're going, because of this, the micro, like the tiny piece of plastic, this is killing sea turtles. They showed one sea turtle with a paper straw in its nose, and they're suffocating.
Let's
And
be
we
honest,
banned
that is sad
straws.
though, right? It is sad that
No, of
animals
course.
have to struggle with all of that. I just think human beings should have the equal punishment for rape or murder if you litter. Because
Yeah.
you would literally drive behind somebody and they would throw their Kentucky fucking
Bro, I
bucket
see
out
it.
the window or somebody because
I see
it's
it daily.
job creation. Somebody else will come and pick up behind my ass, right?
Yeah.
That for me should be the same punishment as rape and murder. Sorry, I should have
Yeah,
added
yeah.
the-
No. I mean, again, I would say a little lower thing. I think like, you know, I think you should get a fine for it. But here's the problem, like,
Yeah,
who's
in
going to
jail.
fine them?
Your fine should be jail.
Yeah, but I mean, who's
Well,
going
it's
to
just
do? That's
like
the issue we
littering.
have, because there's what?
Littering. If people don't
Yeah.
litter, you won't have this fuck up in the middle of the ocean, right?
Yeah, you won't.
Yeah.
Just don't litter.
You what
There we
they
go.
should bring?
That's the
You know what they
problem.
should bring in South Africa? It's pretty much still on the same thing. Is jaywalking?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
yeah.
They should get a
I think
fine for
randomly
jaywalking.
Yeah, it's illegal. Like it's illegal in some
In
countries.
America, it's illegal. No, in
Yeah.
America, it's like
Just-
most states,
I'm
you
just
can't
thinking
jaywalk. You can't just
we're-
randomly walk in.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking where I'm living, like in this town, the amount of money that the local municipality can make
Could make from jaywalking.
jaywalking, just in
The
one
amount
day.
of money. But the only issue is, here's the only problem. Who is going to enforce that? Because the thing is, I have never, the two things I see, the thing I see the least of ever is a police officer. The thing I see the second least of is a traffic cop. What
Yeah,
I see
visible
on a daily
policing is
basis.
a problem in South Africa. So
Yeah. But I mean, like,
you could
there's
argue that
there's
they
a-
aren't being funded, but I think there's ways of funding them through fines
Yeah.
and punishments and all of those things.
But I mean, dude, like,
So-
listen, as from a tech standpoint, right? Like, this is, I remember going to, who is that? What's the one brand of cameras that, what, it's not TP Link. What's like, it's, they specialize in cameras and stuff. I
Ring?
still shared the, no,
Ring
Ring,
cameras?
like, no, like South Africa, everybody always, if you get like a security camera, you get this brand
Vision?
of camera. Yeah, there we go. What?
Hikvision.
What?
Or
Yeah,
HK Vision.
Yeah. They go to their website. They literally have a traffic enforcement system. Like, why don't we install that? Like, just install that, and like, all you start there, right? Because the problem with people is, and this is the issue that I understand what the police have is, if you find said guy littering on the street, what do you do? What are you going to take him to jail? Like, because he doesn't have ID on him. How do you fine him? You can do it with cars.
Yeah, you can. Well, but what I'm saying is the punishment. People go, okay, the punishment should be jail or fine. I'm going. Okay, a lot of times the people don't have money to pay the fine. And I'm going community service. Clean
Yeah,
up.
exactly.
if
Yeah.
your act is littering, your punishment is
Then you have to go and pick up. Yeah, you throw away one can, you have to go and pick up 1,000 cans.
Yeah.
There we go. Great. But again, I think, and
I
this
like
is where
that.
I think AJM raises a very, very poignant point right now. There's no punishment for grape and murder right now. So it's like the worst things aren't even being able to, like, we can't even get a grasp on the worst things. We want to now tackle like littering, and like today I went and picked up the missus right after work. I finished work, drove, as I pull out of work, there's a dude standing right there at full view public, Woodstock Main Road. He's just standing against the wall there, just having like, just like a massive piss. And I'm going like this used to be legal. You like, but no one, I just like stopped. I go, dude, what the fuck? And he's like, hey. And I'm like, okay, well, what do I do? What the fuck? It's just, this is the world now.
Yeah.
That's
No,
mad, man.
I agree with that. Sorry, my eyes are like.
Are you okay?
I got new glasses last week, right?
Yeah, I remember
We
you
were in
saying.
it for the last few days. So obviously 2 years need to get new glasses, but the doctor you call them doctors, the optometrists, are they doctors? I don't know if they're
I
doctors.
think so.
But the optometrist said to me, like, she asked me, do you rub your eyes a lot? I'm like, sometimes. Like, how do you know? She's like, no. The way how my eyes are deteriorating from rubbing my eyes too much. And I'm like, okay.
Well,
She's like, how much time do you spend in front of your computer? I'm like,
no, of course.
how much time do I not spend in front of my computer?
Yeah.
But she said to me, I need to get some eye
few
drops, and I
hours
kept
that I
on forgetting it. So I need to go and get these eye drops. But like, obviously now what's catching me is maybe it's the light, right? She said to me that I shouldn't have this, where my lights, I should have more light around me.
Yeah,
Like now
so it's not too dark.
but like, I think that's what's, so I'm not crying. It's just my eyes are freaking.
You're just, I saw. I got
Yeah,
another
I'm actually
great
just
point from
happy that Darth
AJM.
has a corner now. I mean,
I'm so
thank
happy
you,
too.
Darth.
I just want to point out this
Like,
one thing. This is comment from AJM, and he goes, the model. Ah, fuck! What happened to Whistler? He clicked the button now.
That's because he wanted to make me full screen.
Yeah,
So I'm not at the bottom looking over the comment.
he just fucked
Did
it
you,
up again.
did you just like,
No, it was you. You just dipped out and came back in.
okay, I did nothing, but okay.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes it's a bit.
But you
tough.
can move
I just
Darth
wanna-
to the top, move me to the bottom. I'm also happy to drop off. I just came to have a whiskey. I didn't
No,
mean
well,
to like crash the guy's stream.
No, you didn't. I listened to it. It's Monday night. We had nothing to talk about. We were talking to the chat.
Oh, you just
was I gonna point
in
out this
one
comment from-
sentence he disses Darth. We had nothing to talk about.
Wait, hold on.
What?
No. It
Devalued
was
him.
before. No.
Also, I did. Mark, I sent your voice note this morning that you sent me about the bad luck. I sent it to Whistler. Whistler knows. Just throwing that out there. It was so good. But I do think I need some of that.
But
That
here's the
gray
thing.
ginger hair. Yeah.
Here's the thing. I forgot the voice note.
What? You forgot it?
Yeah, why do you think I had to rewatch Dune and all of those things? Because I forgot them the first time.
Oh.
Dude,
Oh,
I forget
you gotta listen
shit
to it again.
a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, you should
I
listen to
can't
it now.
remember. I need to listen to the voice note again.
Yeah.
You can listen to it right
What
now.
did you
Hold
say
on.
about leprechaun? He's like a leprechaun.
I was said.
That's what you said.
What I said was, I
I'm
said
a
like,
leprechaun. You're
I
just
said Darth
jealous.
Sean is. No, I said Darth Sean has been having a lot of bad luck. Right, his fucking
Yeah.
internet
Yeah.
didn't work. He didn't have connection, and it just I'm going like I said. Maybe ask Whistler some of his ginger hair.
Listen,
And just keep a tuft of that on you, because it's like it's basically it's a leprechaun. He's a
Reese.
leprechaun because he works for he works in in mining and stuff. So he's technically a leprechaun, right? He's hiding. And what is his job? He has to hide gold.
Yeah.
He has to
Yeah.
keep gold secure.
Yeah.
Technically, that's a fucking leprechaun. I don't know about you guys, but that's a. So I was
Listen.
saying, Darth Sean, just get some of his hair, keep that on you, a little tuft. You'll have good luck.
Reese. So I had to cut my hair a couple of years ago, right? Because
Yeah.
again, I was fucked off about it.
Why were you
But I had to
fucked off?
cut my hair a few years ago
Why?
because I was told that in order to, like, I was really good, like the interview and so well, but on the second interview, it's like, you need to be a bit more presentable. Like maybe the beard and the long hair doesn't go so well with like the role you're going to be doing and all that shit. So I shaved my beard, cut my hair,
Whistler the
So
Wise.
Reese
What do they
kept
think
my
he was
hair.
supposed to be like?
My hair
the
was
fuck?
like, yeah, dude.
Jeez,
Like,
dude.
my hair is long now. Like it's
Yeah, but it's
like
it's not long.
not
Yeah.
quite there yet. Though,
I mean, he's
right?
got
But
he's
my
got
hair was
Gandalf vibes going, right,
like,
Darshan?
yeah.
He does, yeah.
Like I have a photo of how long my hair was. So anyway, we
Fucking
cut
grey,
off like
red in
centimeters
there.
or something. Like 40 centimeters of my hair. Reese actually kept the whole, I don't know, like the pony. Like
What
I'll
did you
send
want?
that lock of hair to Sean.
Yeah, get a little lock of his
I
hair,
do-
like good luck hair.
Can I
Literally,
wear it
if you
rabbit
open
spot?
up that bag of hair, your background will instantly transform.
I think I should do that.
Whatever your
Send
heart
it.
desires. Chicks everywhere, bums to slap.
Yeah, it's just like that.
Like
Just that, it's
neon
that beach
lights.
scene.
No,
Perfect.
please, I'm good. I'll give me the bad luck. I'll take the bad luck. Don't give me the chicks on the
Don't wanna
beach.
slap
It'll be the good version of that. It'll be the
No,
good
just
version.
saying,
There'll be
I'm
goth
quite
Betty's.
happy
Goth
as my
Betty's.
situation is.
I
I'll
really.
upgrade that. The last
Let me
thing
just
I want to
quickly-
hear is just someone
Ginger-
standing next to me going, "No thanks. Don't need that shit. Don't need that." Yeah.
Hey, listen.
Fuck my life. Anyway, listen, I've been trying to read this comment from AJM for like 10 minutes. I think it's a very poignant, another great point from him. The modern equivalent to save the turtles by eradicating plastic straws is the same as the save our kids by taking away digital privacy rights. That's a
Agreed.
great fucking point. That's a really good
Agreed.
point.
AJ, did you see this
100%.
drama now where the US wants to have age verification in every operating system?
I know the thing that they did in Australia now, where like you have to have age verification for like Twitter,
Social
Facebook,
media and
all
stuff.
these things. But apparently, it's not included in those things. Truth, so not what's it? Blue Sky. Kids don't need verification, age verification to go onto Blue Sky.
Really?
Yep.
How are they exempt from it?
Because they're left leaning. Come on, they're saying the right things. They're saying the people don't say they're putting the right
They're saying the
ideology
left
into the
things.
world. Yeah, they're saying the left things.
Yeah.
And those are good. That's good. You don't want right wing children, apparently.
Yeah. Again, right? There's a problem now in that there are some operating systems, especially like Linux operating systems, that you can use without ever going online, right? Now you're being forced to do age verification in an operating system that goes online in a country that doesn't have internet, especially up in Africa. Did we ever speak about the Raspberry Pis in our tech stream? Do you know what a Raspberry Pi?
Yeah.
I
I
have
think
one.
I know what it is. It's like basically a tiny little computer. I was chatting to you. I texted you today about it. I was like trying to my brother-in-law was trying to get like a Plex server, and I was thinking, what's the cheapest option for him to?
Yeah, there's different options and stuff, right? So people are running, like schools are running Raspberry Pis to enable kids to have access to an operating system, to have access to a basic Word editor,
Yeah.
spreadsheeting, whatever, right? Now you have to internet enable these things just for them to age verify and whatever, dude. It's like we didn't think this one through. Like we're trying to solve. Here's my problem. I'm gonna just say it straight.
Say
We
it.
have a bunch of old people that wants to solve modern problems.
100%, dude. That is the issue. Yeah, they're going.
Hey,
like,
I'm
cool,
gonna
let's
get
put
old as well at
edge-
some point, right? And I shouldn't be solving modern problems. But I mean,
No.
right now we have old people solving modern problems. Did you see this thing about 3D printing, where they want the software
yeah.
that you use to send
Yes.
to print your prints must send the file that you want to print to the government first in the US. They validate the print and they say it's going to be like a few seconds, and then it
No,
gives your
it-
printer the go ahead so that they can validate that you aren't printing gun parts.
But why can't you print gun parts?
Well, the whole thing with like
Well,
making guns is illegal and whatever, right? Even before 3D printing, making guns is illegal because you're not a licensed gun maker
Why
and
should
whatever.
But
3D
yeah,
printing
I
has
have,
just
I
made
have
the gap
issue with
smaller.
that. Yeah, but I already have an issue with the fact that you shouldn't be allowed. I think you should be allowed to be able to build your own guns if you wanted to. Like that's sort of like this is the fundamental issue I have with
I
the.
don't think so, because remember, then you're going to have a whole bunch of like pipe guns and all kinds of stuff being used to commit murder.
But we have them already.
Yeah, normal guns. I mean,
That's my point.
let's rather have guns protected in the right way, not lost. Dude, a law-abiding firearm owner, right,
Yeah.
takes better care of their gun than the average police officer. I use this
I
in
agree
one of
with
my
you.
applications
I agree
to
with you.
say about the illegal guns going, where there was a news article, I think it was Santon or Four Ways Police Station, where the police officers went to go and do a house interview, whatever, I don't know what you call it, and they forgot their guns there.
Yeah. No, dude. There's a absolute ton of guns that are police guns that are criminals are using. But here's the problem I have with the aspect of that is that you have people like it's the access to entry. That's the issue I have with the whole thing. So what they've done is they've gone, okay, cool. We're going to make guns really, really difficult to obtain, and somehow we're going to make that's going to stop crime. That doesn't stop crime. That doesn't help it. Like the access for a criminal to get his hands on a gun is 100 times easier than it is for you. You have to go and do a fucking thing. You have to buy the gun, blah, blah. They buy guns in the black market. They don't need to go through the licensing aspect. If you want to equal the playing field, you have to make it easier for people to protect themselves. But that's the thing. Like the only reason I haven't gotten a gun is because, okay, so the guy's got an AK. What am I going to get, a 9mm? It's going to take me 3 months to do the test. I have to write, to pay the money, renew the license every year. They're dudes in Mannenberg here and in the Cape Flats. They don't have a fucking issue that they're buying a gun for maybe $500.
I want to argue that point, right? So 2 points I want to make. Firstly, I wish they should bring back that we should carry outside waistband. If you're a firearm owner, you need to carry outside. You need to have a license to conceal. Okay?
Yeah.
In South Africa, since 1994, or whenever that rule changed, post 1994, we have to conceal, right? I think you should apply to conceal.
Sorry, wait. Say that again. You have to conceal.
You have to. You can't. You don't have open carry laws in South Africa
unless you're a police officer or a security or something.
Why is that though?
But
I don't know. That rule changed in the 90s, right?
Because I'm assuming it would be the other way around. Going, you should have a license to conceal.
And that's how it works in the US.
Yeah,
that's how it works in the US, right? So I would prefer for us to be able to. Dude, there's no ways I'm causing cock if I'm walking into a place and 50, 60 people around me all showing off their guns, whatever they have. I'm not going to fuck around. Whereas now you have to assume that some people are armed. Maybe.
Yeah.
Some people are.
Maybe.
I don't know.
The majority of them aren't, right? Because
I'm not taking a chance.
So do I have to have a particular license to carry it outside?
In South Africa, you would need to be law enforcement to carry outside.
You can't carry outside, yeah.
The only people that's allowed to carry outside is law enforcement. I'm not sure how the rules work for security companies. But as a civilian, I'm not allowed to carry outside. I need to conceal.
Again, this makes my point for me, right? This is the issue that I'm having, is like the access to entry, the for me to be able to defend myself versus the criminal is 1,000 times more. He can buy a gun for $500, can come to my house and rob me. In order for me to prevent that, I need 3 months. So if Darth Sean sends me a text message going, listen, Whistler's going to come to your house, shoot you, and steal all your shit, I'm going to go, oh, well, I'm just going to die then, because I can't do anything, because it's going to take me 3 months to get a gun license and to go buy a gun, and I have to save the fuck up for it. You know what I mean? You have to equalize that.
So here's the thing, though, right? Okay, no, go for it.
I just want to point out Joey. Okay, so Joey says, and I'm asking because I'm assuming that's what it is. If it's the thinking is, or at least the thinking is, if it's concealed, it's not so easily accessible. It gives someone a moment or two to react. So I'm assuming, is it for someone to grab my weapon, or is it for me? Like I this guy's pissed me off, and I'm just going to pull out my gun. I got to take a few seconds to think about it, like they did in the old days with the musket. Did you sleep with my
Yeah.
wife? Just hold on a second. Let me grab the gun quick.
Yeah, let me just load my musket first.
Hold on. You would actually, I don't think this is really. Yeah, just hold. Is this the route I want to go with? She wasn't actually that great. You know what, Jim? Don't worry about it. It's fine.
So
We'll let it go.
This is a
2
lot.
points I want to make,
Yeah,
right?
Go for it.
I would argue that a sport shooter with a 9mm is still more dangerous than an average criminal with an AK-47. Let me tell you why. Most people that get robbed at gunpoint in South Africa is robbed by somebody that is probably 5 times more stressed than you. And
Yeah,
the
of course.
trigger goes off because they are stressed.
Well,
Yeah.
no, it's
And
okay.
okay, the gun might be pointed in the right direction, but
Wait,
there's a
hold on,
clause.
hold on.
I shoot IPSC. I'm a sports shooter, right? I shoot IPSC.
Yeah.
IPSC is different. IDPA is International Pistol Defense Association or something. I shoot IPSC, which is International Practical Shooting Association. 2 different classes of sports shooting. IDPA, you have to shoot from concealed carry. So you would shoot with like a loose jacket over you or something like that, all right? Any target you engage, you would like flip away your gun, whatever. You aren't allowed to drop your mags on the ground. You would so it's a slightly slower type of thing, whereas IPSC is a lot faster. You can drop mags on the ground, whatever you run. I mean, you clean mags. These guns aren't made of plastic. So
Yeah.
IDPA teaches you to shoot from conceal. I've done training courses where you shoot, like, dude, shooting from a car. Imagine, right? Mork, you're sitting next to your wife.
While I'm
There's
driving.
a guy coming down. You're at an intersection. There's a guy, or you're at an off ramp. There's a guy coming down with a fucking baseball bat. Your wife is sitting on her phone, right? That's the scenario that we tested.
That is the scenario, man. Yeah.
What do you teach your wife to do? Lean back in her gun, because where's that gun going? Right past her face, right?
Yeah, of course.
I'm right-handed, so I'm going to be shooting like this.
Yeah.
This way, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And you like,
So
it's
there's
difficult to, like,
so
the guy comes
much
to your
stuff
window.
that goes through to shooting. So again,
Yeah.
I have a problem with people that owns guns. That's a safe queen. Like, I have a gun to protect myself and whatever, but they've last
stuck
were
in
at the
safe.
range in 1998.
Yeah.
The gun hasn't been cleaned, whatever. Dude, I go to the range, not as often as I would like to, but I go to the range often.
Yeah, you're
Go and shoot a
familiar
couple
with-
of rounds.
Yeah.
You go and
It's
do
like
those
training,
things, right?
Yeah.
It's like training. So to the point, I didn't really read the comment, but I went off what you were saying is, Darth, is that for me, it makes no difference whether I'm drawing from concealed or whether I'm drawing from outside waistband.
Yeah, no.
I'm
but that's
aware
why I
of
was
my
asking
situation as to when am I going to be drawing my firearm and whatever the case may be. I'm hoping to be aware, but I'm not going to fuck around if I'm walking into some place and there's 50 guys around me carrying a gun.
Yeah,
That's
that's
why I
the
was
thing.
asking,
That's a
was it-
deterrent.
Was it a fact
That's my
of
point.
the concealment thing for someone else to grab your weapon, or was it for you? That's
Yeah, but-
why I was asking it.
Yeah, but the thing is,
I don't know.
that's
So why?
but that's easy.
does-
That's easy to check because we can go and look at like how many times has a police officer had their gun grabbed. We could just look at the history of South Africa because obviously there would be if we had great statistics, we can go look how many times has a cop's gun been stolen. Now we do know there are statistics. A lot of security guards are attacked and they're what do you call it, like criminals go after them because they have guns and then they can steal those guns, right? So that is the thing. But I mean, if everybody and this is the issue I have with when you talk about, and this is the thing, and even I would even apply this to America. You do not have a fundamental right to defend yourself if you have to get a license. The same thing with a car. Like there's no like, for example, the right to free speech. I have that. I can do whatever I want right now. I don't require anything. But the right to defend myself, I don't have that. I can't, for me to get onto the same level as the criminal, it's going to cost me 10 times more than the criminal, 100 times more than the criminal.
The hoops
and
you have to jump through just getting a legal
that's
firearm.
the thing. That's to get a legal
I get
firearm.
you.
And that's the issue I have with it. It's like that's the access to entry is like So I'm going like, okay, cool. Well, if we're living in a fucking we're living in a state where everything is like, there's 81 murders, they should go, okay, well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to suspend the gun laws until those crime stats come down. Just going, that would be the normal thing to do. Yes, you can go and print yourself a 3D gun.
Okay, so that was right. So
good to see you.
Avoid intimidation and criminals seeking to steal the guns. Okay.
But now, how many times has that happened? How many times has guns been stolen that they've made a law about it?
Also,
Dude, that's a bullshit rule, in my opinion.
But again, it is. I think it's stupid. Right? Then America would have had
public
it.
safety and public panic. Who's panicking?
Yeah.
People that done something wrong.
Do you panic when a police officer
you don't
walks
fucking
in?
panic.
Bro, when I'm at the KFC and then a cop walks in, like the O's got their, but again, it's like I mean, I'm not even intimidated because a lot of times O's are quite big. I'm going like, well, I can outrun you, and like the guns in the holster. I don't go like, oh no, they've got a gun. Oh, like I don't freak out. Why would you freak out if someone else had walk around with guns? I'm going, is everybody got a gun? Cool. Like, listen, this is the vibe. I would rather live in the Wild West than live in this situation where we are right now.
In America, you can literally walk with an AR-15.
Yeah.
Hanging around your neck. Guys did it.
Yeah. A lot of people have been doing that
thing. All that drama in the US, though, right?
Yeah, they did that. What's it called? They call themselves the Second Amendment activists, where they just do it, and then the police come up and like, yeah, give me your thing, and going, I'm all right. If I have the right to do it, why are you questioning me? I have the right to do so. I mean, I would love
to outside waistband Gary. Maybe I just feel maybe it's because I didn't go to the army and I've played too much Call of Duty or something. But I mean,
Aurora
I think less people would mess around.
Aurora says there are more stolen guns in SA than the police legally have. Again, yeah, 100% true. But that makes my argument. Like, if that is the case of this, like, of the country, you're making it almost impossible for citizens, like citizens who aren't criminals, to defend themselves, because you've made it so hard. And this is what the dumbasses at like Gun Free South Africa are doing. They're going, well, we need to make it even harder. And we're going like, but criminals do not have this issue. They can go buy a gun on the black market for next to nothing. They don't need to go through the training, have a safe jack shit, man. They don't need anything.
Here's the thing, though, right? There's a new laws that they want to pass, and I mean, I support it. There's organizations you can subscribe to, which I do, etc., to support against this whole Gun Free South Africa bullshit, right?
Yeah.
But best case scenario, if this law comes into play right now, then by 2030, 2031. You would have phased out all of the self-defense firearms, right? And because self-defense firearms is a 5-year license.
Yeah.
Sport shooting firearms are 10-year licenses, but people typically don't carry their sport shooting firearms and stuff around
with them,
because
for protection, yeah.
You can use it. There's no reason why you can't use a sport shooting firearm for self-defense. Yeah. The problem is if you do use it for self-defense, your gun typically gets taken because of ballistics and whatever, and then you can't compete because you need to compete to keep your sport shooting. Like I have certain things I do sport shooting, right?
How long did they take your gun for, though?
However long the investigation and
that's probably going to be like 10 years because nothing gets solved in South Africa. So yeah, it's basically
best case scenario is going to be done in 5 years. But now my question is, so the Blue Light Brigade that comes tracing down the highway, everywhere else, are they then also not going to have guns because it's no longer necessary because you've taken all the guns that can now be stolen off the market, right, out of rotation? All they're doing is de-arming or disarming
the public.
The public.
Law-abiding public.
Right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Do you think the government's going to get disarmed?
No, fuck, of course they're not on. But I mean, this is the same thing. Like, I mean, Joey just made a comment here. He goes, okay, then what about the school shootings in America, for instance? None of them, or next to none of them, are done with legally obtained guns. But that's exactly the same thing in South Africa. The majority of all crime in South Africa, the majority of the murders, all of that is done with illegally obtained firearms. So how is putting a law in for legally obtained guns doing anything?
Yeah.
Like, it just makes
Show me
no
where a
sense.
law-abiding citizen... Dude, I want to go as far as saying I think I'm a better person because I'm a firearm owner. I am less ragey, like road rage, whatever.
Because you train.
Because I don't want any drama.
Yeah.
I don't know what the legal limit for drinking is. I believe it's lower than what it was like it recently changed. I don't even go out drinking because I have a firearm. If I want to drink, I'll drink at home.
Yeah.
If we want to have friends over and whatever, we drink. Yeah, you guys sleep over, whatever, that's all fine. I'm a better person because of my firearm, because I'm seeing it as a privilege that I now need to protect to have.
Yeah.
So I won't fuck around.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
any way. Because if I get pulled over and I had one beer too many and I have a firearm, I'm going to lose my privilege of owning that firearm. All right? So
that doesn't happen to criminals.
No.
They get drunk and go on a shooting spree, and then they go to court.
The stat Joey said about the school shootings and kids and whatever, like, I don't know what the stat says in terms of like the illegal guns and whatever in the US, right?
Yeah.
I know it's certainly easier to get a gun in the US because they have the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms, all that type of stuff. And they have you can't just go and buy a gun and get it like on the same day, but there's like a 7-day thing or whatever. So it is a lot easier to get a gun. I'm more than happy the way how the process works in South Africa, so long as it's consistent.
Yeah.
Our process is not consistent. I'm happy to have character witness vouch for me. I'm happy to vouch for character witnesses, or to be a character witness for a friend or for somebody. And so long as there's nothing wrong with them. But I mean, I'm happy to do that, right? Validate that process so that I know that people that do own a firearm aren't like psycho or, beats their wife or their partner or whatever the case might be. As I'm more than happy to go through that process and get cleared in that though, right? I'm happy with that. Just be consistent. Like I've applied to renew a firearm license last year. One of my licenses I'm still waiting for. It's probably like on 280, 300 days at the moment, right? It's fucking useless. And there's no reason not to give it to me. I've had the firearm for 10 years already.
Again, access to entry. That's like you're getting kneecapped because like they want to stop criminals by stopping you from owning them legally. Like the access to entry there, and I know why that firearm is being kept back. It's a 22. 22s is a very hard firearm to license. Why?
Because doing ballistics on 22s are hard, and it's like a Vimbux on steroids, dude. You can shoot a 22 in a built-up building, in a built-up area like that. People won't even know. And if I shoot somebody, I had a friend, somebody broke into their house.
Yeah.
And the guy had a 22 rifle, dude, a stolen 22 rifle. The guy walked into the house and he popped off the 22 and he shot my friend in the throat. Yeah, like right next to his Adam's apple. That 22 bullet ricocheted in his body and then got lodged in his scapula. So he's bone at the back. Right? That's what a 22 does. You shoot somebody with a 22 in the face, dude, that bullet will like make mincemeat of your brain.
It sounds like a nice.
Unlike a 9mm, like a hollow point or whatever that does like serious damage, like visible damage. A 22 does damage inside, you never see it because the hole is like a pencil hole, dude. But the bullet ricochets inside your body. So I've had my
that sounds
Smith &
like
Wesson
like
MP1522. It looks like an AR-15, but it's on a 22 caliber, like a .22 long range, which is a nice gun for like training because all the controls are the same as an AR-15. So you get to like use and shoot with a gun for cheap ammo. Licenses gets declined, dude, because it's a 22. And I have another 22 that I'm trying to license that's been licensed now, but it's just like dragging.
I mean, it sounds like you're going like
license.
because here's what I'm hearing, right? And putting it in layman's terms, the reason you're struggling to get the license renewed is because it does the job well of defending you. That's what you're saying to me. Like, oh, this gun really kills people. Good. No, you can't have it. I want to defend my life and my family. No, but like that's just wrong to do.
No.
Like that's
terrible. Like pistol out. That's a 22 caliber. Like,
I mean, But
If
also,
I
listen,
were
I
to
just,
give Reese a gun, I would buy Reese. There's a Glock that's a 22 caliber Glock. Dude, it's
Yeah.
perfect for her because she's going to use it close range.
Yeah.
It has
Yeah.
very little recoil. And for her, I needed to land 1 or 2 shots on target, right?
Yeah.
22 is the ideal round for a female, even in that regard. But super hard to license.
What a 44. Saying 22 long range is saying like short range nuke.
Yeah, kind of.
But here's the
It's
thing
like
as
that.
well.
But
Like,
a Glock 44 is a .22 pistol, dude.
right.
That thing is like a freaking Vimbux. It's quiet. You don't even need a silencer.
I think I wanted to address the whole thing with the school shooting, and I think that has got. I think the school shooting phenomena we're seeing in the U.S. is, I think that's very. I don't think it's got anything to. It's not. It does. I think it's got nothing to do with people having guns. I don't think it's just because they have
people with
access
something wrong.
Again, go look at the statistics with regards to what do you call it, medication. Like, I mean, I remember seeing the statistic. I think from the age of, and this is a couple of years back, so it could be different. From the age of 12, people in America are on 2 to 3 prescription drugs from the age of 12 to help
sad,
them
dude.
deal with mental issue, like any kind of like a depression, shit like that. They're on like an insane amount of these types of drugs. Maybe it's because they just have the first world is doing nothing, having no goal, having no purpose. I don't know what it is, but I don't think it's just because there are guns there, right? Because you don't see that in the same countries that do have the same kind of gun laws. You don't see that. It's the phenomenon is only with America, and it's like
That's
a
a
high
whole different problem to talk about, though, right?
No, of course.
Like, I mean, as a kid, you could argue that I had ADHD or whatever because I was naughty in class or something like that, though, right?
You're not going to come and shoot up a school.
What was the thing everybody got put on when I was a kid?
Ritalin.
Ritalin. Everybody had Ritalin. Like, you're Ritalin because this kid's too busy or whatever, though, right? Some of that stuff I just think is probably just a problem that could have been solved with giving that kid the correct attention in whatever way. But it's easier to just pacify them with some chemical, though, right? And then off you go. I think that's kind of like gotten progressively worse. But then in the same sense, I do think there are things that we didn't know how to deal with in the 80s and maybe in the 90s.
Yeah.
That in today's day and age, we do have to deal with. For example, dyslexia. Right?
Yeah.
I don't think that we had a nice way of dealing with dyslexia in school because I didn't even think we knew how to even classify that.
Yeah, but I mean,
because you would just think that this kid's dumb. Right?
Yeah, but the thing is,
this kid just had a hard fucking time reading.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? Never in my entire life as being terrible at reading did I just one day go like, I was reading something and go like, oh God, I can't read this. You know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to go shoot everybody at school that made fun of me. Never. And I remember
what you do is you'll get your brother to read for you, and he feels like fucking shooting everyone.
Why did you? But that's it. You needed to get off the depression medication, motherfucker. I think it's got to do with medication. I think it's got because the thing is, like again, if you compare, because there's a nice little trick that they do. So they go school shootings. Yeah, like how many school shootings have happened this year in America and last year? But they added to mass shootings in America. As far as I know, remember the stats, the FBI stats. Any shooting where 3 or more people have been killed is considered a mass shooting. Now, mass shootings happen en masse in places like Detroit and stuff like that. It's usually gang related. In South Africa,
it doesn't take place at schools though, but like a drive-by just mowing.
Like mass shootings are like school shootings, mass shootings. It's like they're not the same thing. I think school shootings particular is a very sort of very American thing. We've seen it in a couple of European countries where some crazy person goes to, but again, the majority of these people are like they're fucking unhinged. I think if you have a society where you're not sure about what sex you are, I think it's going to create more problems for that. I think if you live in a society where it's like the difference between the left and like if you see the arguments that people have, especially like the left side of the political thing, where people like how people freak out, the fact that there was 1 million women who marched with pussy hats on, going like, Trump's a dictator and he's going to bring back fucking what's that movie where they all basically he's going to incorporate Handmaiden's Tale. Like there's something fucking wrong with you. There's something like wrong with you, like beyond just normal rationality. So I'm going like, well, of course they're probably going to have like crazy people going to schools shooting people because somebody said something that they disagree with or somebody got bullied. I just
think that the same problem we have in South Africa, where we don't classify farm murders as farm murders and we're just classifying it as murders, is kind of like diluting the stats a little bit. The same thing for me should be like with mass shootings in America. Is a school shooting is a school shooting. I don't care if you put it under mass shooting or whatever, because the mass shooting is also gang-related shootings out in the wherever's. The school shooting is where kids get killed, right? You should kind of like let's classify that thing as that, and then how do we deal with that problem? The same thing is like how you deal with like bomb murders and all of those things, right? But anyway, we digressing. We've gone through like a real bunch of topics here tonight, right? I'm almost like a little mentally tired, Yeah,
I know. We've actually call it that. I just want to address this one comment from Scott. Scott says most people who take medication for mental health, like antidepressants, do not become more violent. In fact, no, I agree with you. But I think there might be a correlation to the high drug use. Because I mean, again, if you put on like antidepressants and you're constantly on sort of antidepressants over a long term, obviously the efficacy of them gets less and less and less. You have to up the dosage. You have to up the same with marijuana. Like you start smoking, it's not enough. You need to take more. The more, because you build resistance to that. So maybe I don't know. But the fact that
in South Africa, you can't own a gun if you are on antidepressants and stuff.
Hectic. Again, see, they have an issue with that.
I'm not saying people don't lie and whatever.
Yeah.
But I know for a fact that there are some forms you fill out when you apply for your licenses and things, and then they ask you whether you are on medication and stuff like that. So
at the moment,
probably an unfair question to kind of like answer it in a yes, no, one question thing, because maybe some of that stuff needs context. But yeah, in South Africa, strictly speaking, you aren't allowed to own a firearm if you are on some form of like
antidepressant type
medications and all that stuff. Yeah.
I mean, again, I agree. I don't think that it's an overall thing. I just do think there's a massive issue of people with confusion. There's a lot of depression. There's a lot of like, like you look at on general to like again, let's take Charlie Kirk into consideration here. Somebody shot Charlie Kirk because he said things that they didn't agree with.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not normal. I mean, I've watched a fuck ton of Charlie Kirk, and you have people that come up there that literally are unhinged. The fact that they consider hate, we need to arrest people who disagree. That's fucking beyond the realms of like. So yeah, I think maybe those people go a little cuckoo, and then those are the type of people that go to school and fucking shoot a school up. I'm not saying
I don't know how you get to that point though, right? I mean,
yeah.
Again, we don't grow up with something like school shootings in South Africa. That's very much an American thing. I don't know globally which other countries have school shootings, but I mean, it's like an American thing. So,
does Coke disqualify you asking for Juju?
Dude, we're counting down the days for Juju's Judgment Day. Hey,
15th of April, right?
15th of April.
Oh, I'm going to do a live stream.
I see Renaldo scheduled his stream today, so.
Is he really doing it?
His stream's already coming up in my feed, dude. I'm like, awesome. I already went and liked it, so I'm looking forward to that. Did you see there's some stream tomorrow? Renaldo spoke about it earlier as well. There's some some commission tomorrow or some cock about podcasters. I was reading about this.
Yeah.
And whatever.
They want to somehow, bro, try. Again, it's like they were including TikTok content. I saw Muesli My Money make a tweet about it. I was going to bring it up, but like we got into a whole thing. Maybe I'll chat about it on Thursday and see what comes from the thing tomorrow. But yeah, they want to try and bring it in to make kind of some kind of laws. Listen, again, yeah, I think it's the government. Just the only reason they're doing it is because they want to make money. That's all they want to do. They're doing it because they want to somehow cash in on it, because they're going, oh, like these people are making cuckloads of money. How can we make money? And this was again, they're doing it for safety. No, you're not. You're trying to do it because you want to they're having issue. Like, I mean, I remember when did I do my my stream that got fucking deleted? I did the stream of the budget speech.
The sauna,
I had more
after the sauna or something.
After I did sauna, and then I did the budget speech, and it's like I had more viewers, just me, little me, just giving commentary every now and again. I had more viewers than the parliamentary channel itself and News 24. That's why. And we just saw the other day with what's it, Adrian Besson, with he's got his tongue all the way up Cyril's bum hole because he needs to make sure that he gets those requests to do shit with the president and the government.
Ask him if he likes tossing salad.
He loves tossing a salad. He loves tossing an ANC salad, political salad. Right.
What does tossing a salad mean? That's like a thing.
Oh my god, it's like a president.
Have you not
He's
seen
gonna Google it.
He's gonna go to Urban Dictionary.
I'm gonna Google it now.
Tossing a salad.
Tossed salad is a versatile dish made by combining crisp greens and vegetables.
Tossing.
Should I do the Urban Dictionary?
Urban Dictionary. Tossing a salad.
Dictionary.
Okay, slang term indicated to use. I'm not going to read that on stream.
I love the way
what you can do is there's many ways to do this.
Wait. Let me do it. I'll before you say anything. Let me.
If you wanna.
Wait, let's do the proper way. Let's do it the proper way, just to end the stream here.
Oh gosh, what is he doing? He's bringing it up on stream, isn't he?
Yeah. Here we go. It's this one. It's probably going to get me into trouble. But listen, guys, this is a comedy show, and I don't give a fuck.
You say that now.
Just say that now. Like, but this is great. This is the best one that there is, I think.
Yeah, I mean, that's still a no from me, but I mean...
No, that's not I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to have my salad. I want tossing salads. Yeah, fuck, that's funny. Guys, listen, I think we should call it there. It's 10 o'clock. Whistler, thanks so much for joining. Sean, thanks so much. And what's the dude from Axis? We just want to do another shout out to Axis and guys for being awesome.
Oh, shit. What's his name?
Oh, there we go.
Hold on. No. Hold on. I'll tell you now. Hold on.
Steven.
No.
You're going to give him a white name. Just going to give him
It's
Francois.
What do you mean?
Hendrik.
Oh my god. Sibu Sisu. That's it.
Sibu Sisu.
Okay. That's so good that you like.
I just want to shout out to that man. Thank you for helping me out.
Awesome.
Love,
you really care about him.
What do you mean, you people?
You need to raise. Access, give that man a raise.
Yeah.
And a bells and a whiskey.
Yeah. And a whiskey, dude.
Guys, thank you so much. Whistler, you're going to be streaming to Wednesday night?
VR Wednesday night. Yes, we're finishing up the Room VR, and
Chantal's going to be happy.
We'll see what's happening from there. So yeah, doing Room VR.
And on Monday you're traveling.
So on Monday we're traveling, but I mean, if I am in a position to stream, I'm more than happy to stream. We'll probably be streaming from Graaf Renet on Monday evening.
If you want to.
But
totally cool if it's a loss. If it's a loss, then don't worry about it, dude. We'll just do this, and you can just join if it's cool.
Sounds like
we'll just have like a chilled night and talk to the chat and just let the conversation go where it. I love these. I love it when we started. I don't even know where we started. Somehow went from.
We need to have like a thing to tick off the topics. Like what is our leaderboard in terms of like how many topics? Like when this is done, ask Gemini to say how many topics did we go through this evening, and like create us a leaderboard, and then we need to start the leaderboard to see if we can like.
That's a great idea.
Hit the like button. Some topics.
Thank you, George. Yes, please, guys, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe if you're here for the first time. Thank you so much to the chat for watching. Whistler, thank you so much. Sean, thank you so much. Thank you, Axis, and the guy that works there. Yeah, you guys have an awesome evening, and we'll catch you guys on Thursday night, 7:30. Have a nice one. See you guys later. Bye.